Good morning. How are you? Welcome to another boring Monday. Nothing going on. It's just June the 3rd, 2024. It's a nice, quiet, beautiful, late spring, early summer day. And GameStop is up 17.50 a share right now on 20, almost 20 million shares. Other than that, there's nothing going on. How are you? Welcome all. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here on Stock Markets with Bruce. No Gold Bagel member update show today. We're going straight live to the world and get going a little bit early for you today. Welcome all from around the world. Say hi to me. Tell me where you're watching me from. How did you hear about this? How did you hear about GameStop? I tell you right now, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where I'm hanging out right now, and I was groggy. Put some eye drops in my eyes and sit up and just stretch a little bit. And I wonder, why is it that when you turn 68, you're so stiff and sore? And then I'm looking at my email, and I see email messages from a couple of my viewers, and they're saying, "Whoa, GameStop, Bruce, it's surging, roaring kitty did it again." And well, I kind of rubbed my eyes a little bit to make sure my eye drops were working properly, and they are. And here we go again. $40, $42, $43 this morning already in the last half hour. Apparently, we did touch 47 a share 2 hours ago, probably when very few people were around. But this is something. I've got the stock trading here. I'm watching it right now on level 2. Just to kind of keep an eye on it, but pretty phenomenal. I did some mathematics because I want to show you folks the big post that's getting everybody excited. This is what's causing the kerfuffle here. Let me show you what we're talking about right here. This post. Okay, so I'll just put my image way down here so I'll be out of the way of this shot. This was posted on our Super Stonk this morning by Deep, you know who value up there. And you can see the first line, it says GME 5 million share quantity. If you just go over the 5 million quantity, price paid 21.27, and daily gain and total gain and whatnot. This, of course, was as of Friday night when the stock closed. If you look just above up there, that column, last price, 23.14. You want to add $20 to that, make it 43 odd dollars a share. We're talking about a position now worth $215 million. 5 million shares at 43 a share is $215 million. Now, the next line is the interesting one. GameStop, June 21, 2024 expiry, $20 calls. If you're a regular of my channel, you know what the hell that means. You know how important this is. 120,000 contracts just over here. Where am I? Over there. 120,000 contracts. That represents the option. This gives our friend here, Roaring Kitty, Mr. Gill, this gives him the ability to call and purchase 120,000 calls worth of stock times 100 shares. So that's 12 million shares. I've done this number in my head now a million times. So 120,000 times 10 is 1.2 million, times 10 is 12 million. He can buy 12 million shares more at $20 a share if he chose to exercise this contract. Well, as of Friday night, the value of those contracts was about 65 million. But as of right now, if we take a $43 stock price, and again, this is going to fluctuate wildly. I see it now around 40, 39, 40. But at 43 this morning, the book value of these contracts means they're $23 in the money. That is $276 million of value that these contracts have, not potential value, 276. Again, pre-market only. Add 276 to the 215, and what do you get? $491 million account. You're noticing on the very end of this picture, way at the back, right bottom right, $210 million with his cash position. He's sitting now at 491 plus a 29 million cash position. So he's sitting on 520 million or 530 million in actual value at 43 a share. All right, so as I speak to you now at 5:42 my time, 7:42 Eastern time, we're at 39.30, 39.40 a share. So, fluctuate that up and down. Every dollar of movement up or down, we're talking about 17 million shares of ownership. Every dollar is $17 million. That's the kind of leverage we're dealing with here that he is sitting on. Now, what are his choices? What can he do with this? If any of you were in a position like this, my goodness, what do you do? Well, of course, he could exercise the shares, but really, what will he ultimately do? He'll probably just sell these options for a profit. Who knows when? If his thinking is the shares are going to 100 a share, he's not going to sell the options first thing this morning. He's going to ride them. Because if the shares were to go to $100 a share in the next few days, week, whatever, this position of 12 million shares, $80 in the money on those contracts, I'm beginning to lose the ability to calculate it. For every dollar he's in the money, he's up $12 million. It's a billion. It's a $1 billion position gain on the position, or book value. So if it goes to 100, then these contracts are worth $80 each book value times 120,000 contracts. So yeah, that's $1 billion. Plus the stock at 100 a share times 5 million is 500 million. He's worth $1.5 billion. Just to kind of put it in perspective. Okay. That is what's causing the kerfuffle this morning. This post was made. This was posted last night, late overnight, and has created a storm of activity. We're now at 19 million volume here with a $40, 35 cent, 40 cent price range, or last trade on the pre-market. I'm doing the best I can with what little I have. So welcome all to this party. And now I have to address other questions here, other situations. Now, my viewers, those of you who are here and hang out with us here all the time, what is the situation? Well, some of you out there took my advice a couple weeks ago where I said, hey, the stock's back into the 20s, 20 to 22, 23 bucks a share. You could just sell the stock and turn around and write cash secured puts. And I talked about writing cash secured puts that expire in June or July or all the way up to just January 2025, 7 months from now. A number of you took up my idea on that, sold some of your shares, some of you sold a couple of thousand shares, and you then wrote cash secured puts on with that cash, and you've done extremely well. Congratulations. The reality is that, okay, if you sold the stock at $22, let's say 1,000 shares, you brought in 22 grand, and then you wrote calls or puts, that brought you between $3 and $8 a piece, depending on which calls you wrote. You brought in 3,000 to 8,000 additional cash, which put you over 30,000. Now, the stock's sitting at $40 a share, and you're going, yeah, but Bruce, I'm missing out on this move because I sold my stock. It's gone up much higher. Yeah, in a snapshot way, click, click. Yeah, we could say that. On the other hand, we could also say those puts you wrote, you now can buy them back for when we open for trading. They'll be anywhere from 10 cents to 30 cents each, maybe 50 cents if they go to January with some book value to them. You now have the ability to say, okay, I'll buy these cash secured puts back for next to nothing, and I'll write another set of cash secured puts. And now I'm going to write, say the stock's at 40. I'll write $35 cash secured puts, good for a month or two. I'll write 40s or 45s that are out of the money. That will bring you another $5, $10, $12, $15 a share in cash on top of what you've got. So actually, you're going to go from 30-something thousand potentially to 45, 50,000 today in cash in your account. And if the stock wants to go to $50 tomorrow morning, what do you care? You'll buy your calls, your puts back, your cash secured puts back again at half the price, a third of the price, a quarter of the price, 10% of the price you sold them for, and write another set of cash secured puts into the 50-55 range. You'll just keep rolling them up, rolling them up, rolling them up. You'll just go, thank you. These puts are crashing out, and I'll write higher strike puts each time. I'll either follow this market instead of leading it, I'll follow it, and I'll take this added cash. As the shares go up, I get more money. And then, well, the shares want to go to 100 a share in the next week or two or three. If that's truly what's going on, I don't know. You might be writing $80 cash secured puts next week, bringing in another $15 a share for your pocketbook, 15 grand to your account. You may well have 80,000 cash in your account next week, having done successive rollovers of these cash secured puts. You don't own a single share of GameStop. You don't have to own a single share of GameStop to enjoy this run. That's the thing. A lot of people think, oh, I got to have the stock. It's the only way I'm going to get this run. I have to have the stock. No. As an option writer, if you're a regular on this channel, you are an option writer. You're going, hey, I'll make money either way, man. You want to go up? Great. You want to come down? Fine. I'll make money on the way down on premiums. One way or the other, I'm going to win this trade. Those of you out there who've taken on credit spreads, where we talked here all last week about the idea of doing 16-14 put credit spreads, or 15-13s, or 16-12s, or 17-12, whichever combination you did. Many of you let me know, I did a credit spread. I brought in, I'm risking $200 and I brought in $100. I'm risking $300. I brought in $170. The credits came in. Well, those credit spreads this morning have completely gone your direction. Congratulations. These puts have crashed out, and you're now sitting on 90, 80%, 90% profits. What are you going to do? You're going to close out those positions, and you're going to rewrite new credit spread positions. Put credit spread positions. You're going to write new ones, and we'll talk about those once we start opening here for trading. But around the 40 mark right now, you could be doing 32s and 30s, or 33s and 28s. There's a zillion combinations to go here. And you'll bring in another credit, a nice little credit into your account, depending on how many of these you write. And you'll say, thank you, sir, may I have another? This is the way to go. What else can I tell you? If you've written call options, if you own deep in the money calls, and you've written calls against those calls, poor man covered call writing, you're just sitting back going, okay, all right, so my deep in the money calls might be $10 exercisable till January 2026. Those are now valued at $40 a share, $30 book value plus some premium. They might be trading at 32, 33, 34, 35 a share. Your calls that you've written, you may have written 22s, 25s, 30s. I don't get it. It all depends on which one. You have the ability and the option to choice to perhaps close those out by buying them back for the gain and writing new contracts at higher strikes further out in time. Again, each of you is in a different position. You don't all have the exact same calls written. You have calls written all over the place in timing and expiry timing. Some of you had calls die on Friday, and you've been waiting for this morning to make your next move. Well, your next move might be a double. You might be deciding, Bruce, I paid $12 for these deep in the money calls, or I paid $15, or I paid $13 when the shares were at $10 a share. I was buying these calls, deep in the money calls, way down there as they went down. I am now up double, triple my money on these contracts. You might decide, again, all up to you how you want to play this. You might decide that, I don't have anything written against them. I'm going to sell these deep in the money calls with the stock at $40 odd a share. And I'm going to turn around and purchase new other deep in the money calls, again, till Jan 26 at least. If longer, even better. Under the 90-10 rule, you might move up to the $15 or $20 strike level, might be 20. And if you go into the 20 level, you might find that what you can sell your 10 call option for versus what you can buy the 20 for cheaper might mean that for every 2 you sell here, you can buy 3 of these. That means you're going to go from, say, 10 deep in the money calls to 15 deep in the money calls. And now you're going to write 15 call options instead of 10 call options against GameStop. And of course, you have the right, the moment you sell those 15 calls and you bring in whatever it is you bring in, you're bringing in $5 a share, $8 a share, $10 a share. You're bringing in $7,000 to $15,000 or more. You might decide to now buy more of those $20 calls to additionally write even more calls. That is leveraging up and growing out that account here. We'll talk about that here live on the air. And those of you who need a one-on-one with me to kind of go over this whole position, you know how to reach me with an email. We can do a one-on-one strategy session anytime you like, later today, tomorrow, and we'll figure it out. All right, so there's the story in a very small nutshell. Those of you who are just sitting on stock and you've been taking my lessons on how to write options and you haven't made a move yet, okay, then we can figure that out as well. What should your first move be and how should you handle it? This type of thing. Obviously, what do we have to do between now and the opening? Because we don't open for trading for a while yet. We have to watch the pre-market. We have to see what's going on there. There is no announcement from the company, of course. We know GameStop is sitting on $2 billion in cash. It is transforming itself in front of our eyes on this channel. It's transforming itself into an investment holding type company, like a publicly traded hedge fund type company, because the GameStop stores are one division of GameStop, and then the cash position is now another division of GameStop. So what could GameStop, the company, do? I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I would love to see Ryan Cohen and the board of directors approve a warrants offering. That's what I would love to see. You want to see this stock hit 200 a share, 300 a share? You really want to see some nitro go off here? Let's have the company issue warrants so that every shareholder gets a warrant for a dividend as a gift from the company. And maybe every 4 warrants that you have would give you the ability, if you have 4 warrants, the ability to buy another share in the company at, say, $40 a share. Let's use today's price. I'm just playing here. I've been doing this for weeks with you guys. You haven't been around here. You don't know. So yeah, for every 4 warrants you have, you can give the company $40 and get another share from the treasury. Well, the stock's at $42 right now, right at this moment, $41.40. But here's the kicker, okay? If the warrants get issued to all the shareholders, that means anyone who's short stock, they are short warrants. They have to get warrants to cover their position. Warrants will be listed on the exchange. They're like stock options. They're call options. That means 350 million or whatever number of warrants will be out there, will be trading. And if they're exercised, 40 and the stock's at 44, the warrants have a $1 book value right now plus time. And if they're good for 6 months or 3 months or whatever the timing is, the warrants have a time value on top of the book value. They might be trading at $2 a piece, which means every shareholder just got a gift of upwards of $2 a piece minimum, which you could just sell your warrants in the open market. You got 1,000 shares, you got 1,000 warrants, sell them for $2 each. You just got $2,000. Thank you, sir. May I have another? You can do whatever you want with that money. Doesn't matter. But if the company and the broker that is sponsoring and helping the company issue these warrants and maintain a market on, Jeffries and Company, for example, if the two of them came out with an announcement saying that at the end of the term of the warrants, all warrants will be exercised at $40 a share. In other words, it's a bought deal. Bottom line, for every share, all 4 shares out there, every 4 shares out there, another share will be issued from Treasury at 40 in cash, and it's bought if the shareholders don't exercise it themselves. So if the shareholders only exercise half of it and let the other half sell, the underwriter will exercise the other half, guaranteeing the company approximately, I'm going to say about almost 80 million shares, maybe 90 million shares will be exercised at $40 a piece. That would be $3.6 billion additional cash into the treasury of GameStop, giving him $5.6 billion in cash with $450 million outstanding. That stock is going up very quickly in cash value. And then there's the GameStop division over there. They do that. The shorters, of which we know there are just under 70 million shares short, they will be short 70 million warrants. They need to get them. They have to buy them, and they have to convince those who have the warrants, who want to sell the warrants, to sell them. In other words, if you've got 1,000 warrants, there's a demand for 70 million of them right now, the minute they pull this stunt off. Which means you may find that even though the shares are, say, again, as an example, if they're $44 a share, just an example, your warrants are worth $1 book value. But if they got a 90-day lifetime, even a month from now, they got 60 days left to live before they expire. And there's a demand for 70 million of them. They might trade at $3 a piece at triple their value, because the shorters of 70 million shares are now short 70 million warrants. They got to buy up those warrants to flatten their accounts. Oops. Wonderful position. What if the stock went to $56 a share? Seen it before, haven't we? At $56 a share, that's a $16 premium over the $40 exercise price. That means each warrant is worth $4 of book value plus any time value on top of that. That means they could be trading at $7, $8 a piece. You got 1,000 shares, you have $7,000, $8,000 in warrants. You wait it out. You fold your arms and go, well, I'm not doing anything until towards the end of my warrant time frame, because if these shares want to go higher, I want my warrants to go up in value too. Why should I sell them right away? Exactly. Why would you want to sell them right away? If you find that you can get $10 for every warrant that you own, that's a $10 a share profit to you. That's a gift of $10 a share to you for every share you're sitting on. Just as a little, hi, how are you? It gets kind of interesting, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Welcome to the party, pal. We're at 20,150,000 volume as of this moment in time at 5:59. Let's call it 6 o'clock Pacific. 6 o'clock Calgary time. I keep remembering, where am I? Where am I? I'm in Calgary. It's 6 o'clock in Calgary. It's 8 o'clock in New York. It's 5 o'clock in Los Angeles. We don't open yet for a while on the markets. With 41.70 on the stock, 41.50, 41.80. We're just all over the place here on GameStop. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to see you here this morning. I'm glad to have you join us. Like I said, some of us are in bare feet here wondering what the heck is going on. Thank you for those of you giving us thumbs up. Strickland is in the halls. You don't hit the thumbs up button, Strickland's going to give you a pink sheet. Thank you all. And remember just one thing. There are a ton of shares shorted out there. A ton of shares short, officially and in the derivatives market. And this is the wild card. If you are a follower of my channel and you follow all the activity of GameStop with us here, you've heard the word and the rumors out there that there could well be over 1 billion shares shorted on the derivatives market. Unregulated, unsupervised, no government involvement, no regulators involvement. Most of it is done offshore, and it is all affected by the price of the stock. And so if 1 billion shares are short and the stock is up $20 a share this morning, there are entities out there, people and entities, that have lost $20 billion since Friday night. And or, the other side of it, somebody somewhere and a whole bunch of folks somewhere are up $20 billion somewhere. So this is going on the side. These are side bets. This is exactly what happened in the mortgage meltdown market of 2007, 8, and 9, the financial crisis. The difference is that we don't have houses on the line and mortgages on the line and national economies and pension funds on the line. What we have here is a scenario that possibly would include a lot of hedge fund gamblers out there who are long or short this GameStop position in a derivative format, and some are winning big and some are losing big. And there you go. Those of you who are here with me and here every day and hanging out, welcome everybody. Most of you are all grinning from ear to ear. You're just going, this is great. This is better than whatever I thought was going to happen. The other thing is to remember the shorters out there. And this is just, again, my opinion. Everything I'm telling you is my opinion, okay? There are shorters out there who will stop at nothing to downplay this stock. They will hire people to write articles that look like opinion pieces. They will sponsor certain people out there to go out and just slam this company every chance they get. There are articles out there that are really misleading about how this company is really doing. The narrative that keeps coming out all the time on GameStop, because no one in Wall Street takes this company seriously. No one. The narrative is that the company is losing nothing but money. They're a brick and mortar company. They're just like Blockbuster from the 80s, and they have no future in this world. They ignore the fact that up until a week and a half ago, the company had $1 billion in cash, no debt. Now they have $2 billion in cash, no debt. They have the ability to raise billions more anytime they want to. This pre-market volume of now 24 million shares. Think about this. Do the math. We hit 25 million shares at $40 a share of turnover. That's $1 billion of turnover in the pre-market today. The ability of GameStop to raise another couple of billion is a nothing burger. They could pull the pin on that anytime they want, and maybe they will. They may well say, we're going to take another $2 billion off the street, and maybe it's as simple as another at-the-market offering. It might be that direct. It could be the warrant thing that I would love to see, a rights offering, a warrants offering. That would be great, but hey, every dollar into the hands of Ryan Cohen and the board of the directors of GameStop, the GameStop Corporation, makes the company more valuable. The company could be more valuable in cash than the company, the GameStop retail division. It's possible. I don't know what the numbers are going to be for the year for the retail division, but I do know this. The company has announced in the last 2 years a series of announcements, and they have followed through on their announcements. They talked about closing underperforming stores, and they have. And they're still doing it, because every month that goes by, of the 5,500 stores that once existed, or whatever that number was, over 5,000 stores, every month a number of those stores' leases were coming up. And even today, with 4,000 plus stores, every month a certain number of stores' leases will expire. This year, probably a quarter of all their stores' leases will come up for renewal. They will either renew the leases with the landlord, renegotiate the deal, or they'll walk away. And they've walked away from probably 20% of their stores, if not 30% of their stores, in the last year and a half, 2 years. They promised it. They've delivered it. Wall Street has only focused on one thing. Oh, their sales are down. Oh, they're not selling as many games anymore. Oh, well, that just shows that the business is dying and falling apart and no one is playing video games anymore. Wrong. The company is selling more product per location than ever before at this, but maybe not ever before. It was certainly in the last 2 years, it's gone up. They've reduced staff. They started doing layoffs 2.5 years ago. The street, the so-called Apples of the world, Google, Amazon's, the big magnificent seven, other than NVIDIA, many thousands of other companies have done nothing but announce layoffs, and cutbacks, staff cutbacks. That was the thing to do up until a year ago. This company is ahead of that curve. Of course, they're going to reduce headcount. Why wouldn't you? You'll reduce 25% of your stores. You're going to reduce your managers and sales staff and everything else, of course. And at head office, GameStop has cut expenses dramatically, because you don't need as many people in the admin department anymore to handle 4,000 stores as opposed to 5,500 stores. Doesn't that all make sense? No one on Wall Street's talking about it. Nobody. Everyone looks at the gross number and says, oh, their sales are slipping. The company is failing. Incorrect. Over at Best Buy, by the way, Best Buy came out with their numbers last week, and Best Buy said essentially the exact same thing GameStop is saying. Best Buy has closed underperforming stores. Best Buy is doing layoffs because they don't need as many staff. Best Buy sales are lower. Their margins are higher, just like GameStop's margins are higher. It's costing GameStop less percentage of sales to do sales because they don't have as many losing locations and they don't have that overhead that they used to have on each dollar that was sold. Margins are rising at GameStop. Margins are rising at Best Buy. This morning, Best Buy is receiving upgrades from analysts, in some cases, double upgrades to buy Best Buy stock. GameStop, crickets, complete crickets on the retail side of that business. The fact that the company now has $2 billion in cash, no debt, they're earning $2 million a week in interest, so that every quarter, 13 weeks a quarter, they're going to start announcing $26 million in interest income if they don't do anything with their money. Nothing. Just sit it, keep it in the bank. They're going to make $26 million a quarter in profit on their money. The retail division can make $25 million a quarter if it wants, and that would make that company make $50 million a quarter, $200 million a year. This is a nothing burger. GameStop is going to make $200 to $400 million this next year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're likely to continue to reduce their store counts and shift business to the other stores that are still out there, and they're still doing their e-commerce work, of course. Totally ignored by Wall Street. The only stuff you're going to get from so-called analysts and experts in the investment business is this is a piece of crap. You'd be crazy to put your money in it. Stay the hell away from these guys. Again and again, the same mantra again and again, and they call all investors who buy GameStop dumb money. And here we are now, Dumb Money Part 2, the movie. Dumb Money Part 2 is underway right now, coming to a theater, coming to a YouTube channel near you. Here we go, Dumb Money Part 2. And I'll tell you, this time around, it's all different than last time. The first time this stock took off back in 2020 and 2021, nobody had a clue that the stock could go from $2.80 a share to $4 a share to $8 to $16 to $20 to $40. No one thought it was even feasible. Now people are sitting back here going, well, at $40 a share right now, you multiply that price by 4, because this stock split 4 to 1 about a year and a half, 2 years ago. This is now back to $160 a share. At $45 a share, we're at $180 a share. The all-time high of this stock, 300 and something a share, 400 a share pre-market, it once hit 500. We might make that look like chump change because the short positions are out there, declared and undeclared. And there are very smart and well-capitalized entities that know that, and they've been buying up the stock. And I keep talking about this till I'm blue in the face. This thing could go much, much higher. We're at $40.50 a share right now. All the selling that's coming in, all the selling, 24 million volume, 25 million volume. We've had 25 million shares of stock come in for sale. It's all been bought up. It's all being bought up. How much more you got? You got any more? I'll sell all you want. I'll take it from you. That is what the buyers are saying here. I'll buy all you want to give me now at $40.26 a share. We closed Friday at $23.14. We hit 18 a share last week for a moment. We were sitting in that 19-20 range for a while. Unbelievable. Welcome to the party, pal. Great to have you from around the world. I'm so glad you're here. This is so much fun. Yeah, what can I say? Thanks for those of you who have hit the thumbs up button for me today. I haven't had time to beg for those. Thank you. This big squeeze could well be going on, Ollie. It could well be happening here. This is going to be fun stuff. Lame Duck, I was your 74th thumbs up today, Bruce. You don't have to ask me to hit the thumbs up button. I know what to do. I just automatically give you a thumbs up no matter what. Thank you. Here's Pete saying Squawk Bots putting the old spin on GameStop again. They're the same old, same old. Aaron, 111 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you. Retail buying 3.5 million shares, 8 a.m. Don't think so, says Jerry. What else is going on? Who else is talking about this? Yeah, Squawk Box is asking if we need more regulation. I almost peed myself. These guys at Squawk Box are so ignorant of reality. They just don't get it. They didn't get it in 2020, 2021. When I went live in January 2021 every day with you guys, you folks were begging me for information on what the hell is happening. And I would come out to you in plain English and say, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. The pros from Dover, the Wall Street boys, they don't care about you. And they don't believe you know what you're doing. They think you're morons. They think you're lemmings that are coming into slaughter. What they don't get is that there are more participants in the market today than in any time in the history of the stock market. These guys they can't compute this because they're in the center of their little universe and they feel that they are the masters of everything and that their blessed stock that they tell you to buy will be the stock that you will buy. They think you will do whatever you tell them to do. And can you blame these people in Wall Street? They've had it so good for so long. They've convinced Congress through their bosses and their super PACs. They've convinced the senators. They've convinced presidential candidates to allow corporate America, corporate Canada, corporate UK. I'm not talking just Americans, by the way. I'm not talking about just Americans. I am talking the planet, that corporations in the last 30, 40 years, through their lobbyists at Wall Street, have told the feds and convinced governments to allow them to go into their employees and say, instead of giving you a guaranteed pension when you hit 55 or 60 or 65, we're going to let you invest in a 401k and you have the freedom to invest in whatever you like. We're going to give you a choice of investments you can make. And many, many Americans were hoodwinked by this idea of, I have freedom to make my choices for investing. The problem is that the freedom was one of 5 hedge funds or one of 5 investment funds, ETFs, whatnot, where people were allowed to put their money into a bond fund or into a tech fund or a growth fund. And the reality is that these funds in the big picture of things are not the leaders of the market. They're lame duck followers of the market. And when markets go bad, these funds go bad too. And the problem is for a retiree is you don't know when it's your turn to retire, are the markets at an all-time high? Or did they just have a 6-month sell-off or a 1-year blowout? Or did we just have a financial crisis in 2008, 2009, where your wealth disappeared by 50% and you retire tomorrow? You have no control over what that money does, where it goes, and who's managing it. And at the end of the day, there are employees out there around the world who have faithfully been putting money into their 401ks, their RRSPs, their employers' pension plans with partial matching, no matching, full matching. And they're sitting there going, I have thrown in hundreds of thousands of dollars over a 30-year career or whatever the number is, only to see it go up, and then fall off. And the reality is that in the entire time that this money has been so-called growing for me, these pros from Wall Street are taking their 2% upfront management fees. Every month, 1/12 of that is coming out of your account. And there are people out here who follow me or don't follow me who have $300,000 pension funds, $500,000 pension funds, $800,000 pension funds. They're getting dinged right now, $10,000, $15,000 a year in management fees. They don't know it. They don't see it because it's an invisible charge. It just comes off the top. You don't know it's there. And you're getting substandard performance. And there are millions upon millions, upon maybe tens of millions of people out there who've worked their entire lives for corporate whoever, and are being shortchanged. At the end of the day, the management that they have above them have done incredibly well, have been given stock options at discounts to the market, all kinds of perks to really score some serious gains. There are management groups out there who have managed to sell the very company you work for, where they got the golden parachute and you got the shaft. And now it comes time for you to retire, and you're supposed to have $2 million in your retirement account because your grandfather would have had the equivalent of $2 million in the pension plan. Your father perhaps at one time had a pension plan that then converted over to a 401k IRA thing. And the generational disaster continues, where right now, today, there are people working for companies who are getting a fractional return on the money that they should be getting, and they have no hope of any kind of a middle class retirement. And as each month goes by and each year goes by, the statistics keep coming out that workers, people who are not in the top 10% of these corporate machines, the 90% and below, are the ones who are coming up to retirement with not enough in there to live on. They're not going to outlive their money. Their money is going to run out before they pass away. And this is the crime of all time. And the well-to-do and the politicians who've been funded by the well-to-do are saying all is well, all is freedom. People have all the freedom they want to invest and do this and thrive and blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, in the very districts that these politicians come from, there are people living in tents, cardboard boxes, under highways, in tent cities, in some of the most valuable and most expensive and affluent neighborhoods of the United States and Canada. And there are many, many millions of people who have lost it all and are down to nothing. They're living in their cars. They're living in RVs that don't run anymore. They're just parked on the side of a roadway in the town, and they're just sitting there. And to move that RV, you need a tow truck, and you move it to another part of town. There are folks who are working to this point in time in their 60s, in their 70s, living in these kinds of conditions to try to survive. That is what is happening to this very day. Unthinkable in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s that this kind of world would exist for well-educated, hardworking, honest people who have run into hard times. And if you have a physical, medical issue, you have a medical problem, whether it's a bad knee, a bad shoulder, you've got cancer, you've got a blood disorder, boy, are you screwed. And if you're in your 50s and you've got medical issues, you are subject to going bankrupt. In the most richest country on the planet, you're about to go bankrupt. And this is happening everywhere, and almost every single person of an adult age, 30 and older, knows someone in this position or is aware of someone in this position. And it's spreading. It is not good. And there you go. Wall Street right now looks at you folks sitting here with a $41 GameStop stock, and they look at you as saps. And what they want you to do is just to keep sending money into your 401k or into your IRA and buy these managed funds. Put your money into managed funds so that these so-called professionals that are sitting in Wall Street, in London, in Frankfurt, in Shanghai, in Tokyo, in Sydney, Australia, Toronto, Canada, around the world, the financial centers of the planet, they just want to manage your money for you and try to give you a return that might equal inflation. And even then, they can't do it. And at the end of the day, you are getting substandard returns. You're being nailed unbelievable fees under the table, over the table, and you're being screwed left, right, and center. And that's why this little channel, this tiny little channel of this old man with nothing but skin, because there's no hair, it's all gone. He ain't that sexy. He just sits here and tells you, kids, why don't you take control of your money, because no one else is. There's no one wanting to take control of your money and make you money. There are people who want to take control of your money and make money for themselves on management fees. Why don't you get rid of the wishy-washy management out there and self-manage your own money. And a number of you have taken me up on the offer or the challenge to say, it can't get any worse. I'm sitting on 180 grand. It's supposed to be at 680 grand. And it won't even reach 300,000 by the time I'm retired. And inflation in the last 2 years has bitten off a third of the buying power that this thing used to have. I can't even get a raise at work to equal inflation. How the hell are my investments in 401ks going to outdo this? It's just not happening. And there are people out there going, well, Bruce, I can buy a 1 year investment certificate from my local bank or trust company or whoever I deal with, credit union, and I can get 4.5%, 5%. That's better than the managed money that Wall Street is looking after for me. I only made 3% last year. The market went down on all the investments they recommended I put my money into. These so-called wealth managers. You don't have a wealth manager. You have a wealth management company, but you don't have a wealth manager. You don't have a broker. You don't have anyone who's going to say to you, hey, we could do some option writing here to bring in additional income into your account. You don't have anybody telling you to do that. No. The only thing you ever hear about options are, you could lose your stock. That's it. That's all you're getting. That's all you've ever gotten. There's no one, nowhere coming to you saying, you've got $250,000. Did you know that you could write credit spreads on the SPY index 20% below the money and bring in 3% a month on your money? Did you know that you could bring in $6,000-7,000 a month for nothing? Did you know you could do cash secured puts on blah blah blah? Did you know you could write options on stock that you're sitting on? You're sitting on as an employee of a company. You earned all these shares over 15, 20 years. These are vested shares. You know whatever you want with them. You know that you can write options on these shares and bring in additional cash just to hold them because you still want to hold them? No, you don't know that. No one ever told you that. No one's gonna tell you that because there's nothing in it for them. They don't get paid a commission anymore on trades. They get paid a fee to manage your money. So they just want you to sit on your money, your value, and ding you the 2% a year out of your cash flow. That's it. And the folks in these branches in your hometown, wherever you live, these aren't the traders of your account. These folks don't buy and sell stuff on your behalf. They just gather assets. They're under unbearable pressure every Monday morning. Right now, this morning, right now, they got a coffee in their hand and they're trudging into the sales meeting room to get grilled by their managers, local managers, who got grilled by head office from Friday night to this morning to find out, why are you not bringing in enough revenue or enough assets into the branch that we can make revenue off. They are on the blower first thing Monday morning to try to call you or your friend, or they're asking you, do you know someone that can recommend us? They're after an expansion of their business to get more dollars in under administration so that they can get a larger dollar amount of the 2%. That 2% amount comes in gross, and these reps, these so-called people you think are managing your money, they get paid a percentage of the percentage that is being managed. And this is how they're measured by their bosses, not the performance of the portfolio. How many dollars did you bring into the house last year? And if you can't bring in $1 million a week of additional cash, or $2 million a quarter, or $5 million a month, whatever their quota is, they're let go. They're told to go somewhere else because you're obviously not getting on the phone and taking your job seriously. We need to bring millions of dollars into our branch in additional capital that we get 2% of. And we'll get a slice of that 2% from head office to survive. And these folks are making $60,000 to $150,000 a year. The most successful person you'll ever meet, probably. And this is my personal guess, but I suspect if you've got $500,000 and you've got someone thanking you or congratulating you on working with them, those folks with 50 million, 100 million, 200 million of capital that they put together, they're getting 150, 200,000 a year. And they're being told by their people, oh, you're doing really well. Oh, you're just doing fabulously, incredibly well. The folks in New York, or head office, the top echelon of these folks who are managing the managers, They're the ones making millions and millions, and they're the ones taking private jets to wherever they want to go. Your local wealth management person that you talk to and their support staff, these folks are middle class, maybe just above the middle class line in revenue. They're just getting by like you are. They're not rich, and they're not going to get rich. They're being told how rich they could get because they're taking their paycheck and throwing it back at the firm to also, get matching credits and all that. They're trying to grow their wealth. Well, they got to be there for 20, 25 years. And then hopefully they have a million or two sitting there waiting for them. And they're now, silver-haired, well-experienced people. Well, you look at how many people these firms in your hometown go through, the turnover rate of these firms, you'll be shocked that, for every 50-year-old who's been in the business 25 years or every 60-year-old, there were dozens and dozens of others who got hired in their 20s and 30s. They would work them to death for 5, 10, 15 years and dumped them because they ran out of juice, they ran out of energy, they just couldn't deliver the so-called quota of wealth, of money coming into the house to manage. They were dumped. And their clients were kept, and these people were let go and replaced with someone else. How many of you out there have had several wealth managers with the firms that you are dealing with? Have you thought about that in the last 10, 15 years? How many of you had several that are now, they're younger. Every time you get another one, they're younger. They're younger. You know what that means? That means your account isn't all that important. If you're getting a new rep every few years that is now, I'm your new wealth manager. I'd like to meet you, blah, blah. Well, that means you got a rookie or a 2 or 3 year veteran who is just starting out. And the 10-year veteran, 15-year veteran either let go, quit in frustration, or was maybe in rare instances promoted higher and was told, we want you to dump your bottom 10% of your book. We'll drop that off to the rookies. We want you to concentrate on your upper end and go after whales. That could be the scenario. You're not one of them. Just saying the reality of the business, okay? CNBC won't talk to you about that. They won't admit that. They don't care. All they care about is that they get the commercials in so that you will stick around for the next interview, the next talking head, the opening of the market, the closing of the market, the whatever of the market. Apple's earnings are coming out in 15 minutes. Watch these ads. They're just trying to get you to your eyeballs to try to sell you out their product. And that's where you can buy the magic pillow and all the other Republican-backed toys that are being promoted out there. God bless you all. What can I say? Welcome to the show. Look, 41.25 is where we're trading at on GameStop right now in the pre-market. It is 6:29 here in Calgary, Alberta. It is 8:30 in the morning in New York. Normally, I start this show at 8:30 in the morning every day. Well, we've been on already for a little bit here, 52 minutes. Welcome to the party, pals. We have traded 26.5 million GameStop shares in the pre-market today so far. Unbelievable. If you haven't heard the word and you're wondering why is GameStop sitting at 40, 41, 42 bucks a share, why is it trading this heavily this morning? It all has to do with a post that came out last night, apparently last evening. And it was this post right here. Let me show you this post here. I'll pop this up again and put myself down here. Here we go. This came up on, you notice at the very top left-hand corner, and I apologize for the actual wording of that account. You will read that for yourself. That is from Keith Gill. And this is his position, declared position of GameStop as of the close of business Friday night. Excuse me. And it apparently shows that he is long 5 million shares of GameStop shares, and he's long 120,000 call options with a $20 expiry, or a $20 strike price with an expiry of June 21. Now, what does this all mean? Well, on Friday night, the stock closed at about $23.14. You can see that right up here. Last price, $23.14. And you'll notice below that it says $5.48. That's what the contracts were trading at the end of the day, Friday night. $548 a contract times 120,000 contracts comes up to $65,700,000. Go way over to the end over there The very end. At the top, it says 115,700,000. 5 million shares times 23.14 a share is $115.7 million. Add the $65 million option position, and you've got yourself $180 million worth of stock and options. There's a cash position there of $29 million. So he's holding an account worth $210 million on Friday night. Right now at $40 to $41 a share. The 5 million shares are worth 200 to 205 million, not 115 million. And those options that were trading at 548 Friday night, they are $20 call options. They are now $20 what we call in the money. The stock's at 40. The contracts allow him to buy stock at $20 a share if he exercises those contracts, whether he exercises 1, 10, 1,000, all of them. At the end of the day, if the contracts are worth $20 in book value and they have a $2, $3 premium on top of that, because they do last until the 21st of June, this is only the 3rd, the theory is that these contracts have a value of probably $240+ million now. $20 gain on 120,000 contracts. This guy could buy 12 million shares of GameStop at $20. They're trading at 40. That's a $20 upside already. That puts this value of these contracts at least 240, if not 250 million. So 250 million in contracts plus $200 million in stock. You got a $400+ million account plus almost 30 million in cash. We were briefly this morning above 43 a share, and at that point in time, this account was worth over $500 million. This is what the buzz is all about this morning, that Keith Gill has loaded up and added to his positions on GameStop. Now, is it possible that Keith Gill, for the last year and a half, 2 years, since 2021, when we stopped hearing from him, is it possible that he has been writing options to bring in income and buy up more stock? It's very possible. And could it be that he built his position of stock to the point where up until 2 or 3 weeks ago, he used margin to buy more stock to get him to 5 million shares? Did he use margin buying power and cash that he brought in from writing calls? He could have been doing it to buy these options. We don't know what he paid for the options. We are guessing maybe in this range is what he bought them for, but there's a serious reason. Why would someone buy 120,000 call options with a $20 strike with an expiry of only June 21? It's not like these are June 21 next year. They expire in 3 weeks from now. There is an urgent reason that he bought these. Now, my first guess is that the premium to buy them was so attractively cheap. They don't have a long time. They were out of the money at the time. He probably took advantage of that. Now, with the stock at 40, 41, perhaps going to 45, maybe it'll go to 50 today. I don't know. Stick around. He could be in a situation where, yeah, at $50 a share, these are worth $30 a piece times 12 million. I'm up I got $360 million in contracts. Plus my stock at $50 a share is worth $250 million. Hello. The guy's worth $600-700 million today. Now, what could he do? He could sell his contracts. He could sell some of them, all of them. He could exercise them, of course. If he were to exercise his contracts, he would need to come up with cash. He would need to come up with the buying power to buy up 12 million shares at $20 a piece. He needs $240 million in cash to do it. I don't think he has that kind of cash handy, but he has the right to exercise these contracts. And so shorters out there, and this is where this whole thing is blowing up, there are at least, we think, 70 million shares short officially. It's 68 point something million declared. Above and beyond that, there could be 1 to 1.5 billion shares shorted out there on top of the official number. And that's through the derivatives market, the unregulated, non-SEC touchable derivatives market. They can't touch anybody in there. We may have a situation here where there is right now a $20 move on the stock, equaling a $20 to $30 billion problem for shorters in the derivatives market. And I wonder, excuse me, I'm wondering, with 27 million shares traded now, almost 30 million, as we move on here, 30 million traded at $40 a share is $1.2 billion in stock. If my numbers are correct, again, if I am wrong, let me know. It's the zeros. I keep getting confused with the zeros. It's a ton of money that's changing hands right now on GameStop. It is the number one traded stock on the stock market, period, right now. It's probably the largest dollar transaction at the moment going on as well, and we haven't even opened yet. The derivatives players are getting hammered. The shorters are getting absolutely hammered. And the question now is, what will the company, GameStop, what are they going to do about this? The first move they made was the brilliant move. They finished it last week, and that was an at-the-market offering. We're going to issue 45 million shares at the market, and they hauled in $1,935,000,000, or whatever that number was. On top of the billion plus they had, they're sitting on just about $2 billion in cash right now, debt-free, $2 billion in cash. They're bringing in at 5% interest, $2 million a week in interest. Would you like to do that? Wouldn't you love to be in that position to be earning $2 million a week in interest on your money? These guys are hauling in $100 million a year now in cash, in just interest income. They don't have to do a thing with their retail division. If they were to come out and say, we're doing an at-the-money offering for 50 million more shares, they announced that this afternoon, tomorrow morning, anytime. They announce it. They can have this deal done by the end of the week. They could just theoretically, raise another $2 billion. Around these parts, $40 a share, they could raise $2 billion more. This stock goes to $60 a share, they could raise $3 billion more. They'll be sitting on $5 billion cash. Again, I will repeat what I would love to see happen. I would love to see the company come out to the shareholders and say, you loyalists out there, you believers, we're going to give you an opportunity to buy stock from our company. We're going to give you a warrant. For every share you have, we're giving you a warrant. And 4 of those warrants, for every 4 you put together, you can buy another share from this company at a set price per share. It might be $40 a share, and it might be good for 3 months. Those warrants will trade immediately on the exchange, just like the stock, and those warrants will act like options, like stock options, call options. The shares go to $44 a share. The warrants are worth $1 each book value plus time value on top of that. Keep in mind, remember, if the company were to issue 1 warrant for every share out there, that would mean that anyone who is short stock right now is also short a warrant. Automatically, you're short a warrant. Now we have a 70 million short warrant problem on top of a 70 million stock short problem. This would be massive. This could run the market to $100 a share. Just that alone, guaranteeing the $40 stock offering is fully exercised, will be fully done. And if Jefferies and Company, the broker for GameStop, if that's the firm, and GameStop with Martin Cohen announced the $40 offering, we're buying all the shares at 40 that the shareholders don't want. If the warrant offering isn't exercised, we'll buy it all. It's a done deal. It's a guaranteed financing. That would mean, I think, something around $3.6 billion in cash, because at $40 a share times 1/4 of the total stock outstanding, which is just around 360 million, that would be 90 million at $40, $3.6 billion on top of the 2 billion. That would put them at 5.6 billion cash plus the brick and mortar company, with about 450 million shares outstanding. That would make this company worth a lot more money. This changes the game plan. Again, this company has become, almost in 2 weeks, a hedge fund. It has become an investment company. It's a little Berkshire Hathaway. It's like a little miniature little version. They're not sitting on 50 billion, no, but they're sitting on 2 right now, and they could add 3 like that. They could add 2 billion this week. I have no idea what will happen or how it will happen, but what could be announced could be so impactful that not only could they do a warrant offering to the shareholders, they could then do a at the market offering behind it for another $5 billion, putting them at $10 billion in cash, maybe 500 million shares outstanding. What? Yeah, that changes the game plan. There's no limit to this, and there's no rule saying the stock can't go past a set price. There's no limit to this stock not going over a set dollar amount. Okay, so stick around for the show. We'll watch it together if you care to. I'm trying in plain English to give you the scoop on everything. It's changing as we sit here. The momentum, the direction, it's just unbelievable. It's kind of fun though, isn't it? I like this game. Those of you who are watching me because of my options recommendations and the knowledge that you've gained on how to write stock options, you're having a field day. It's good times. We're enjoying ourselves. By the way, Rocket Lab is up 7 cents. Sofi sitting at 6.97. We're waiting for that one to pop. That's the next one, Sofi. When does it explode? It's only a matter of time. GameStop up $17. Matterport up a couple of pennies. 23andMe, we're waiting for them to declare. What is up with 23andMe? When do we hear about their takeover? The CEO wants to buy the company. Last we heard, we're waiting for an offer as to what is going to happen. I believe the cash value of 23andMe, the ME stock, is 80 cents a share. We're waiting. It's 57 right now, 2.8 cents. Spire, no change this morning. ATIP, nothing going on here. Smart Rent up a dime. That one, the leading shareholders, the largest group of shareholders not associated with the insiders are upset and they want activity on this stock. They feel their shares are trading at a quarter of what they're worth, which is around $10 a share. So I'm watching that out of the corner of my eye. Apple's up 63 cents. Goldman's up 148. Nothing on Cisco this morning. Tesla's up about 70 cents. Arc Innovation's up 55 cents. Microsoft up 164. Pfizer down 16 cents. HPQ up 4. Google is up 16. Amazon up 6 cents. NVIDIA, another barn burner of a day, up $38 a share to $1,134. The stock will split 10 for 1, I believe, next week. This will bring the stock price to about $113.44, which means 10 times as many shares will be out there, including 10 times as many stock options will be out there as well. We'll watch that closely. Viewers of this channel have been making a ton of money writing put credit spreads on NVIDIA now for months. It's been easy money. Unity up 18 cents. AI up 64 to $30.21. Adobe up 263. The Netflix shares are up 98 cents. IBM down 35 cents. Meta up 165 to 468. SMH, Vanik Semiconductors up 422. Home Depot unchanged. Enphase Energy up to 131.35, up 344. Palantir up a dime to 21.78. Uber, no change so far this morning. Welcome all to the program. Welcome all to the show. Hang on to your hats, kids, because it's going to be one hell of a run here. It's going to be crazy. Thank you all for joining in. And again, those of you who've been here for several years and months and weeks, I thank you all for being part of this program. Thank you for those of you who have just automatically hit the thumbs up button as a matter of habit. 282 thumbs ups have come through, now 284. Thank you. 1,048 of you are here. So there are about 900 and something slackers who are sitting here watching the show, watching this poor bald guy talk. I'm trying to tell you what's going on. This guy is roaming the halls looking for you. If you have not given me a thumbs up, Strickland is going to give you a pink sheet. Don't get caught by Strickland. Hit the thumbs up button. And welcome to the party, pal. We just got started. Isn't this fun? I like this game. This is a ton of fun. Thank you, all of you who are with us here today, are with us here every day. Thank you, all of you who are joining us as members of this channel. I cannot thank you enough. If you've become a member of this channel, I thank you very, very much. We do everything we can in our power to make it as lucrative as possible for you to think about becoming a member of this channel, especially becoming a gold bagel level. If you become one of those folks, you are joining the upper echelon of this channel. Not only are you able to make comments on this show throughout the entire time I'm on the air, but also you're also able to join me, generally speaking, Monday to Friday when I'm live, a half an hour before I even do this show. Not in today's case, because when the stock doubles, I just go live. But Wednesdays at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, Prime Time Live with Uncle Bruce, where you can join us as a Gold Bagel member. You get to join in with us and ask me whatever you want to talk to me about with your accounts, your trading, your option trades, you name it. On top of everything else, I do my best to bring out from time to time specific trading tips that I'll throw your way as a Gold Bagel member of this channel. To become a Gold Bagel member, you have to hit the join button, and YouTube will instruct you to send $25 a month to them. They will then turn around and send me 70% of that. And that's how I stay on the air. YouTube does not get rich from advertising from 1,000 viewers of my channel. They make a few dollars on advertising to you, but the dollars are earned by YouTube from memberships. That's what keeps this channel running. And so I thank you for becoming members of this channel. If you're a member, you're keeping me on the air. You're keeping YouTube interested enough to keep me on the air here. And I thank you. I'll do everything I can with a trade tip here and there to help you make way more than $25 a month to be a member of this channel. So thank you all. Everything Me is a new member. Look at that. Boom! Just like that. You got to love it. Thank you. Gold Bagel member right there. Thank you so much. And all of you who have upgraded your memberships from the regular Chillin' with Uncle Bruce level now to this gold level. Thank you all. You keeping Jen and I alive, and we appreciate it. There it is. There's the story. So much fun. Good morning, everyone, and nice to have you here. It's going to be fun. Bobby Atkinson is here making a comment. Let me just get that up here. Got 4 $16 cash secured puts, June 21 expiry on GameStop, written last week for $1.31 each. Bob, I'm going to buy them back at 31 cents each this morning. Let's go, baby. And then you can just turn around and write higher priced cash secured puts and bring in much more money again. Giddy up, everybody. Well done. Everything Me, keep it up today. This is going to be fun. Thank you all. Let's go, baby. Michael, thank you for the thumbs up. Become a member today, please. I ain't slacking, says Parker. I've given this man thumbs ups. There's no question about it. I'm giving this man thumbs ups. What do I think about AMC? AMC should take this opportunity to sell a bunch of stock into the market and raise another $500 million or more. They need to raise billions of dollars to pay off their bankers, and it would be wise for them to keep doing so. I will give a kudo, a thumbs ups to the CEO, because they will raise money, and then they will use that cash to buy back bonds that they issued in the last 2 years at steep discounts, because their bonds are trading at terrible discounts. They're junk bonds, and they are buying back debt at say 60 cents on the dollar that they got for it. Brilliant move. If they could raise $500 million this week and pick up $850 million of debt with that money, do it. They need to do billions. They got a long way to go. Mr. Jonathan, this is so much fun. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for all your knowledge and guidance. Thank you all for being here. I'm just thrilled that you're all with us. And I'm glad to have you sitting here. This is cool. Harry Lemhurst, I got 1,000 shares of GameStop and a bunch of cash secured puts, and one 18 and 1650 put spread right now. I'm not complaining. I just remembered that big crash 2 weeks ago. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Giddy up. Welcome all, and welcome to the party, pal. Salty Ribbon Main. Uncle Bruce, I have 10 $30 calls and 2 $20 calls on GameStop that expire June 21. How much should I expect? Well, just figure out the book value on them. You'll certainly get that, plus a little bit of premium. Knock yourself out, man. But definitely you want to move further out in time if you're going to hold calls. you got to move out. But I would recommend you move into the writing side. Start writing cash secured puts. Easy way to take advantage of an up run on this market. This is great. Thank you all, everybody. Let's go, babies. Giddy up and let's see if you can get richer today. Thank you all so much for joining me and being here today. It is so much appreciated. Just trying to stay up on everyone. Charlie C is a new member as well. Charlie, thanks, pal. Appreciate you, all of you out there. I have so many folks named Charlie. Everything me. Thank you again for becoming a member of this channel, a Gold Bagel member. This is fantastic. Bobby, you now have 352 thumbs up. They are responding to you, Bruce. They are hitting the thumbs up button. Thank you all. If you are, thank you again. So much appreciate it. Joe Oliva, I'm pretty happy with those $27 cash secured puts I wrote on Friday, man. They expired July the 5th. I got $8 for those. That move seems to have worked out. Yeah, you're going to be able to score them back for a much lower price, and then you can turn around and probably write 35s, 37s. It all depends on how we start, where we go. Short term, you'll be able to write cash secured puts for even more cash. Nobody, good morning, Algebras. What are your trading thoughts on GameStop this morning? For someone who's not in GameStop, if you're not in GameStop and you want to take advantage of the up move, I would write cash secured puts. That would be one way to take advantage of this market. Stay in cash, write cash secured puts where you're behind the market. You're saying to the market, I'll buy stock in GameStop at a set price, but you got to give me this much up front, and that lowers your cost to the stock. And say thank you very much. If you've taken my classes, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't taken my classes, you are lost because you're hearing terms here you're not familiar with. I get it. I understand that. The classes are available on my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Get your butt over there and start with class number 1 and take number 2 and so on. It might take you a few weeks to catch up with us, but it'll be well worth your while. And learn how to become an option writer, and don't be the gambler on the floor, be the casino, and away we go. If you can understand how put credit spreads work, you might be doing that as well. Again, that is going to take some time for you to get to that level because this options business is as complicated as the equity business, but oh, is it juicy. Can be very, very good. Thank you. What else is going on here? Thank you all popping in and appreciating you so much. Bobby, I've been a member for 27 months on this man's channel. Peter, I'm a new member of this man's channel. Thank you, Peter and Bobby, both of you. I can't keep up with all of it, but I appreciate it. Gold Bagel level for Peter and Bobby, of course, Gold Bagel level member now, 27 months. There's a reason I have viewers who've been Gold Bagel members right from the day I started offering those positions. At $25 a month, it's not very hard to make that kind of money on an option trade, and much, 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 much more. Thank you all so much for your support of this channel. Computer Whiz, good morning. I wake up late today of all days. What's with me? Nobody, good morning. What are trading thoughts on GameStop this morning for someone who's not in GameStop this morning? Well, we'll see. Like I said, Joe, pretty happy with those cash secured puts. Thank you, Bobby. What else is going on here? Waverly, I'm slacking. It's a bank holiday. Got you there, though. I got your thumbs up. And thank you all for popping through. Computer Whiz, member for 38 months. Become a member. Listen to Uncle Bruce. Listen to the other members. Watch his videos. Make that cash. There you go. Larry Titus, good morning. Number 416 on the thumbs up meter. Bruce, you doubled your thumbs up meter in just 10 minutes. Thank you, everyone, for helping out with the thumbs ups. I appreciate it. Splair, I started out with class number 2. Probably this year I'll have enough money to fill some gaps like class 1, but I was working 2 years. You don't have to that time with GameStop run up this year. Splair has come a long way in a short period of time. Splair has to continue to grab the classes and go from there like anyone else. Thank you all for joining us. We're at 39.40, 39.50. I mean, we're jumping around here like crazy. 29 million volume on GameStop. We're just all over the place here. Thank you all for joining me. I'm trying to stay up on this market. We have AMC up at $5.33 a share, up about $1. It's traded 29 million. Apple is up right now about 65 cents. Tesla is ahead. Ahead about 55 cents. Excuse me. It looks like Nvidia is up $34. Google is up about 13 cents. So it's a gain out there, but it's the GameStop story today. And as usual, you probably are noticing, and some of you commented, that most of the main major media, let's call it major media, are just poo-pooing the story. They're just, it's just another one of those. It's a meme stock flow-through thing. Don't take it seriously. I would not say that at all. This is very serious, and this is the real deal. There's some serious dough coming in here, and there are millions of people keenly interested in what's going on here. And we're only trading in the pre-market. Wait for the actual market to kick in, and we'll see the rest of the world come into this thing. These could pop yet again. But hey, let's just see what happens. Do we have to predict? We don't have to predict what the stock is going to do. We'll just react to what it is going to do. It's fine with me. Earl Harwell, good morning. Earl, Flint, Larry, good morning all to the program. Sofi is the other stock that we like around here, that I like a lot. Sofi is around the $7 mark. It's very important to note that this is the first week of June 2024, which means that we're now into the last month of the third quarter of Sofi making money in a quarter. Sofi has made money in their first quarter. They made money last year. They made money in their second quarter that was released April 29. In about a couple of months from now, they will release the current quarter, which we're now 2+ months into. This is a quarter that'll be profitable. And then we have one more quarter of profitability, which means in 5 months from now, we'll have finished this quarter, the next quarter, and we will be releasing results of that next quarter. And that will be the fourth consecutive quarter of profits for Sofi. 5 months. It's 150 days. The countdown is on. In 150 days or less, Sofi will reveal their fourth consecutive quarter of earnings. Net profits. Gold in them there hills. That means that Sofi shares in less than, or in around 150 days from now, technically will be eligible for listing on the S&P 500. That's what that means. The shares are $7 each right now. They are not going to be $7 a share if they become eligible for listing on the S&P 500. Not even near $7 a share. They won't be at 8. They won't be at 9. They won't be at 10. There won't be. They'll be well into double digits, likely in the $20 neighborhood, giving them a $20 billion+ market cap to be eligible to be listed added into the S&P 500, which changes everything for Sofi. It changes everything. Every ETF and mutual fund that is an index fund will now buy Sofi shares as a matter of course. And the stock could reach 25 a share without any doubt whatsoever. So this $7 stock, 150 days and counting, it's over. It's the rundown is on, and there's a reason why. Now you know the reason. Why is Anthony Noto, the CEO of Sofi, constantly buying the stock whenever he's allowed to? With every dime he can get his hands on, he's buying the stock. CEO is trying to buy up all the Sofi he can get. That's all I have to say. All right, there you go. Thank you. Luca, I am number 441 here. Ciao, buddy. Thank you, my friend. What else? Ciao, Luca from Flavio. Who else? Yeah, Luca. So for poops and scoops, I ended up way before the squeeze a few weeks back with 200 GameStop at 13, and to get rid, I sold 2 calls. A strike 14 expiring June 21. Then the squeeze happened. Should I roll out to Jan 25? Yes, I would look into that very, very carefully. We think that the GameStop earnings are coming out June 11 is a comment here. Not sure about that. We'll wait for that info when it hits. Just wait to see what's going on here. Yeah, earnings report June 11th for GameStop. Well, that'll be the quarter that we got the preview of, which is irrelevant now. That we already know the numbers approximately. But what will be interesting is if there's any kind of declaration inside the report that indicates that subsequent events have taken place. The raising of a fresh $1 billion of cash, yes, that would be fine with me. Who cares? Says lucky number 450 on the thumbs up meter. I love that Uncle Bruce is getting these kinds of numbers. Willie, I'm number 441. Thank you, Willie. Spurs, that was the 6th, but it's the 11th apparently, and so we'll wait for that. Tons of fun is coming our way, kids. It's going to be just nuts. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Christina, Uncle Bruce, I've got 1,248 shares. Now, I sold 12 shares or 12 calls against these shares, ranging from 26s and 29s and 34s. These expire in June and they all the way out to October. What should I do? Should I roll or should I wait? Well, the first half hour to an hour, we'll figure out, what are we looking at? If we're in this 40 to 45 range, if that's what we're going to do, then you can certainly take a good look at an idea to roll forward in time to, say, Jan 25, for example, and you can move up the strikes of these. Again, you'll determine, which is the best one to roll first, second, third. Do you roll the 26s first, the 29s, the 34s? Can you add cash to your account with the roll with more time being offered? You might find that you roll all of these to just $35 a share, even though the stock's at 40 or 45. You may find that the value of the 35 is so juicy to Jan 2025 that you can get more cash for the calls you're writing than the ones you're buying back. It all depends. I mean, the 26s will have their value, the 29s will have theirs, the 34s will have theirs. If you can roll into the 40 level or higher, fabulous. And if you you just choose to sit here and see if the stock wants to fluctuate a little bit, you pick your spots. Stink bids to buy back these calls are a secret to success. Don't get caught doing a market buy at the high end of the trading range. So keep an eye on that. Christina, August is average 26, so no matter what, it'll be profitable. Christina, also sitting on cash from the calls. There you go, and that means you have powder to make your move. So you're going to be fine. Once you've got it done, if you end up with a cash position and get these calls rolled, you might want to write cash secured puts. You might want to do that. You've got a number of choices in front of you on how to react with this. Well done, everybody. Look, you can't help but be up if the stock's at $40 a share and they were trading at 23 on Friday. We're all ahead of the game this way. Of course, you're all ahead of it. The question now is, what do you do next? If you're a cash secured put writer, if you've written cash secured puts last week and the week before, and they were 30s and 26s and 25s and all the way down to 20s or lower, they will all start much lower in value to start the day, obviously. And if the shares want to reach 42 to 45 in the first hour or so, obviously all of those cash secured puts will really take the hit. And you might be able to get them back on a stink bid basis for super cheap, allowing you to turn around and decide, okay, we're at 45 a share. I'll write 40s, good for July, third Friday of July or August or further. You may decide to write 40s. You might decide to write 45s. You might decide, heck, I'm going to write 50s. They're in the money. But I can get $15 a share for these, or I can get $20 a share for these, whatever it is. I don't know the value of these contracts until we start trading. You'll let me know as well. But congratulations, cash secured put writers. You are all benefiting from this move up. Dramatic as it is, more than any of us thought it would do first thing on a Monday morning. But are we complaining? I don't think so. There's no need to complain. We just go, okay, we're going for a run here. Fabulous. The shares want to sit around 35. They don't want to do much. They get 35 to 40 and back to 35. Okay, we'll still be sitting pretty with our cash secured puts. You'll do roll-ups. You'll buy back your cash secured puts in the 20s, and you'll now start writing high 20s, low 30 cash secured puts for even more money, more cash. Yes, today is the day to build capital. Absolutely. Congratulations. I'm pretty stoked, says Parker, about my $24 put being assigned on Friday. Now it's time for covered calls. Well, there you go. Congratulations. Christina, what about rolling out and down, a move to Jan 25s? You're thinking about writing call options for Jan 25s? Well, if you get a premium over it, great. But if you don't, and it's just a book value, right? I'm not too excited about that. I would love to see you get a premium over and above book value. So give the market a little time to figure it out and see how it works out. Christina, last run up, I got 15 for $34 calls. There you go. Well, like I say, it's however you like to play it. There are very, very conservative ways of playing it, more aggressive ways. If you've taken my classes, you've got the concept. You understand how this is happening and what it really means. It's just a matter of making it, running the execution. Peter, thanks, Bruce, for the daily reminder that I'm watching the right guy. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter, very much. And thank you for these thumbs ups, you guys. Appreciate it. The momentum is what it's about here. It's telling the YouTube community out there, if you're hitting the thumbs up button, you're helping the community to discover this guy. We're 469 thumbs ups now. Thank you all so very much. We're approaching 500 thumbs ups coming up in this market. Fantastic stuff. Welcome to the party, everyone. I'm glad you're all here. And like I say, we're just trying to figure it all out. Where are we at? Where are we going? What does it mean? There is so much on the table here, not only for those of you individually, but there's so much now for GameStop to consider. There's so much for hedge funds to consider. There's so much for shorters to worry about. There's just a lot of talk going on. A lot of what do you think I should do? How should we play it? What should we play? Going on right now. It's truly just a storm of activity going on around this stock, and we'll be here to watch it with you. If you want to hang around, we'll follow the market together. It's nice to see the rest of the market generally green, just a few pullbacks here and there, but nothing serious. I see a 31-cent drop on Pfizer and an 8-cent pullback on HPQ in the pre-market. Nothing else. IBM down 29 cents. These are nothing burgers. Home Depot down 11 cents. Absolute quiet over there. Most of the markets are actually higher. We have GameStop now at $39.95, $39.94. I mean, we're right at that 40 level practically here, just going through. And it is trading very actively. 30,500,000 in the pre-market. We traded all day Friday, 22 million, something like that, 20 some odd million shares for the day. So you can see this pre-market has just exploded to another level, and you can rest assured we're going to have ourselves a heck of a barn burner here the way this is going. Of course, the Dow ended up with a 574-point gain on Friday to close out the month with a nice little pop, still at 38,686. We're under that 40,000 level. This morning, the Dow is down 16 points, and that's been improving all morning lately. Anyway, we're now on the S&P up 10.75, and NASDAQ is up 94. That's a half a percentage point gain on NASDAQ today. Crude oil is down to 76.67. We're down 32 cents a barrel on crude oil. We were at 80.81 last week. We've lost $4 or $5 a barrel on crude. Coming into the summer driving season, getting ready for that. Interesting that on that, obviously the OPEC people are doing everything they can to talk up the price of crude, talk up restrictions of production. None of it is working. Everyone is cheating everywhere. The Russians are flooding the world with cheap oil to fund their acquisition of bullets, shells to murder people. The Chinese are buying all the cheap oil to help Russia murder people. Iran is flooding the market everywhere they can, any way they can. They need dollars desperately. They've been cut out of the market. And we've got Turkey in on the game. We have India in on the game. And so there's oil all over the place. And so that's why we're here. And I'm surprised we're even here. I'm surprised we're not at $55 a barrel. There is oil available anywhere you want it. There is no third world country without oil. So you can tell that when it's available everywhere, there's no shortage of this stuff. It's just tons of it. Christina's going, okay, gotcha, Bruce. I'm keeping that in mind. Rock and roll. Christina, you're going to be busy today. So am I. Going to be kind of fun. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Welcome to the party, everybody. Those of you who have joined us from around the world, thank you. Say hi to me if you want. Tell me, where are you watching me from? Where are you people? I'm in Calgary, Alberta. Today, the temperature around here, we're going to hit a high today of 64 degrees. Right now, it's 48 and sunny. It's beautiful out. Tomorrow, we're going to hit 65, and on Wednesday, 66. Look at that. By Saturday, 76 degrees for Calgary. That's just a little over room temperature, finally. I tell you, we are still cool and comfortable, to say the least. Thank you all for being around here. Everything me, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome from Atlanta. Beautiful city and wonderful people there. Flint Creek, let's get this dinero. Go GameStop, go Sofi. I'm ready to get rich. Rock and roll, Flint Creek. Yes, that is the attitude. We want to make the money. Yes, indeed. Congrats, all of you, for joining us this morning. And welcome to the party, pal. It's been quite the morning so far. We have got a ton of activity here, all because of a posting that was made overnight, apparently. Thank you also to Alberto. Good morning, Bagel Familia. I'm here. Let's go, Charlie. 28 Celsius in Ottawa, Ontario today. Parker IVA down south of Atlanta. Hey, I'm down here. Thank you, Parker. 84 degrees down here south of Atlanta today. This picture right here says it all today. This image here, if you can make it out, sorry for how fuzzy it is, but Keith Gill made this screenshot of his account. He has long 5 million shares of GameStop, far more than thought. He is also long 120,000 call options at $20 strike, expiring June 21. These are almost $20 in the money at $40 a share. They are almost 20 in the money. That means those are worth $240 million in book value, not $65 million as indicated way over here. This is a $240 million position plus premium. The stock isn't worth $115 million. It's worth almost $200 million. So what we have here is a $440 to $470 million account. If you add the cash that he's got there, the $30 million roughly, that is a almost $500 million position here on GameStop and cash. And that came as a shock to the market and to the Redditors last night. Of the folks at Wall Street Bets, Super Stonks, and everywhere else were going, whoa! And now this is showing in the market this morning. This is blown out the pre-market and has panicked shorters, absolutely panicking shorters that are short officially just short of 70 million shares, but unofficially could be as high as 1.5 billion shorted shares of GameStop in the derivatives market. That's the rumor. It won't go away. And so we're talking here about a whole different ball game here. 1.5 billion shares. If you're down $2, you're down $3 billion. You're down $20, you're down $30 billion. This is the kind of money that takes out hedge funds. $30 billion in losses. This has an effect on hedge funds. And if this thing goes to $60 a share, it's a $60 billion problem, not a $30 billion problem. This gets serious. It goes to 100 a share. From 20 to 80, from 20 to 100 is $80 a share. A $1.5 billion share short position. That's $1.2 trillion. No, is that right? No, 120 billion. I'm sorry, $120 billion problem. I can't even get the math straight. It is unthinkable, the numbers that are at risk here. Absolutely insane what's going on. What can I tell you? I'm doing the best I can with what we have here. Thank you, everybody, and welcome all to the program. Flint Creek, cloudy and misty, but my account is sunny. Upstate New York, 72 degrees, says Alberto. One, good morning, everyone. Let's get to the narrow. Flint Creek, I saw it post live, barely slept. Flint, the cat is a god. Christina, can he get in trouble in any way? I don't think so. Flint, dumb money, part 2. Flint, I am sure he is very careful. Brian, sorry, Uncle Bruce Keith took your GOAT status. Alberto, he doesn't have the inside info. He's posting based off public record, no implications. Parker, my wife doesn't quite understand how excited I am. Flint, I am ridiculously excited. Well, I'm pumped for all of you out there, and I congratulate you all. I welcome you all to the program. I'm super stoked about us getting this going here. Getting ready to start our day. 31 million volume now on this market. We're still showing tremendous turnover of stock. I mean, it's just insanity. What you have to understand, folks, is there are, of the 31 million shares traded, yes, there's a lot of stock turning over. Absolutely. Day traders are buying and selling it, buying and selling it, buying and selling. Yes. But there are also legitimate buy orders coming in, and there are legitimate sell orders coming in. And all the stock that's being offered has been purchased. It's just, there's no problem. You want to sell it, sell it. There are buyers willing and able to take it all. And we've had 31 million trade out of 350 million existing. This is a huge percentage. And this is pre-market. We're setting up for 150 to 200 million market day today. And maybe more than that. This is going to be 40% of the company is going to change hands today with the turnover. It's just humongous. I don't see the stock staying down here if that's going to be the case. There will be trading halts. Most likely, there will likely be trading halts if the demand for stock over exceeds supply, and we see $5 jumps per trade. Yeah, we'll be halted. I don't know. I don't know how high it can go. I don't know how fast, how far. I don't know what the up and down swings will be. I don't know what today's high is. I don't know what today's low is going to be. It's going to be wacky. And so welcome all to the program. Brian, I explained to my wife for 20 minutes. She nodded and smiled. I said, we're making good money and potentially much more. Flint Creek, Flint's dad is probably tap dancing. Parker, my wife and I watched Dumb Money about a month ago, and she was like, what does that mean? Parker, I love her. Everything me, it will halt today. It's going to halt. There's no doubt of that. 38, 60, 38, 70, whatever. We're coming into, I think, the final 11 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, we open for trading in about 11 minutes. Welcome all to the show. And thank you again for these thumbs ups and everything else. 506 thumbs ups last I saw for the show, the channel here. Thank you all for hitting the thumbs up button for us. It is much appreciated. Again, those of you who are writing cash secured puts, you are having a field day here. Well done. It will only keep getting better. Thank you for a new member just coming in here. Skilled, a bad habit number 1. Welcome to the channel. Nice to have you with us today. Chilling with Uncle Bruce member. Thank you all. Those of you who are members can comment right now on this channel all you want. Ask me whatever you want to ask me about what's going on right here. I'll do the best I can in plain English to tell you what's happening. It is wild. It is wacky. John Anderson. Hello, everyone. Welcome, John Anderson. Nice to have you here this morning as well. Hello, everybody. Skilled habit. Wondering if you would buy in at this level. I would be recommending, the move I would recommend is writing cash secured puts. That's the way I would go. I would stay cash, and I would write cash secured puts, and I would take in a big fat premium and be willing to buy the stock at a set price for a set time frame for an upfront cash premium of ungodly proportions. And yeah, I would be interested in that. I would be looking at, if the stock opens at around 40, I'd be looking at 35s to 45s, somewhere in that range. And I would be going out to July's to out to January 2025s, depending on how much cash you want to haul in for this commitment to offer to buy the stock. And so that's what I'd be doing. That's how I do it. And that's easy money, absolutely easy money. Thank you all for popping in. Those of you who have been writing cash secured puts for the last week or two or three, you have an opportunity this morning to buy back these puts that you wrote last week for much less money. Put in stink bids after the old market settles out a while. Give it time. Relax. There's no urgency in the first minute to do anything. Just let's see what the stock wants to do. Let it range along here, and then you pick your spots and say, thank you, sir. May I have another Alberto Cash Secured Puts all day for the biggest premium available, says Alberto Parker. If you're feeling sassy, you could buy and immediately write covered calls. Yeah, but then you're taking a risk. If you buy the stock at 39 and you write a $40 call and get 5 for it, you're only protected to $35 a share. If you write a cash secured put for $40 out till January 25, maybe $10, $12 will come your way. Now you're protected to 28. Not a bad move. $15, you're protected to 25, and you're sitting on cash. Thank you very much. That can also be done. Peter, I'm excited also. Parker, that is true. That is true. Those of you who have deep in the money calls, you might look at writing calls that are 40s or 45s or 50s for a nice fat premium. If they're handing it to you, you might decide. You might decide to sell your deep in the money calls sometime in the first little while and roll into higher strike deep in the money calls to get more of them, to write more options for more cash, to let you buy more cash secured. Or you're going to sell your deep in the money contracts for cash and turn around and write cash secured puts now. You might do that. There's so many ways to work this option game. If you are a follower of this channel and you've taken my classes, you now know what you can do in these markets to really haul in the cash. The gamblers are paying it out. You might as well take it from them. I'm excited for you. 7 minutes to go. 32 million volume now. 39.50 something is what I think we've got on the last trade. AMC sitting at 533. Apple is up to 192.95, up 70. Tesla 178.60, up 52. Nvidia at 1131, up $35 on Nvidia. Google up about up to about 174.40. So we're green on most of these stocks. Welcome all to the show. There you go. Skilled, bad habit. I don't know how to do all of the puts. All I know is to do a buy and sell left alone. You're going to need to take some classes. Alberta, we don't buy, we sell. Get his class on selling calls. White Feather, what he said. Brian, buy some classes, bro. Buy some classes from this guy. Wing Commander, Seeking Alpha's headline, Roaring Kitty gave the market a fact, sell ASAP. Well, there you go. Parker, Bertie, did you give us permission to start Alberta or schedule a one-on-one with this man? He'll set you up, rock and roll kids. Alberto Parker, yes, I did. I gave you permission to start. We're getting ready to open this market up, getting ready to start trading. We're at 39.70 now. We're climbing up to 40 again. There's very little for sale here. There's like at 40, there's like 1,700. There maybe is 6,000 shares between here and $40 a share with a volume already of 32.2 million. There's nothing offered. We might be halted within minutes of the opening. I have no idea. Stick around and enjoy the party, pal. Thank you all. 1,039 of you are here right now. I appreciate you all coming in to join us. It's nice to have you with us this morning. I hope you're getting a little bit of a kick out of this morning. A little start to the day, a little jump start, more than just your coffee. 528 thumbs ups have come in. We're almost at 50% of the viewers. That's pretty cool. We'd sure love to see another couple of hundred thumbs ups pop in here if that's possible. Can you get us to 750, 800 today on the thumbs up meter? Love you if you could. I send my hearts out to all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to the party, pals. We're just getting this thing going. This is going to be a wild one today. Thank you, all of you, for following this man and hanging out with me. I'm just doing the best I can with what I've got. This is a pleasant surprise this morning, a little more than I had anticipated. I liked the last 2 days on GameStop where we went from that 2021 level to the 23 kind of level. I like the way it perked up late in the day, both on Thursday and Friday. But I had no idea that we would see this kind of activity. This is pretty cool. Love it. Thank you all. Let's go. Deep value. Good morning, Bruce. Could the T+1 settlement period help with the halts? I hadn't thought of that. I don't quite know. Followed by short sellers may be forced to close their positions. True. Shorters are in trouble there on T+1 settlement as well. This is bad news for shorters, perhaps. 40.58 right now. 40.50, 40.60 right now. 3 minutes to go. We're running up on the market as we're approaching the opening. Thank you all for joining us. Alberta folks, we don't gamble buying. We get caught in a bull bear trap. We are the casinos. We sell. Stick to the strategy. Exactly. Cash secured puts are your friend. Let the market open. Let it fluctuate a little bit. Pick your spots and start generating beautiful premiums from cash secured puts. Absolutely easy way to play this market. Enjoy the upside on GameStop with downside protection. Well done. 40.40 on the GameStop. The volume 32.7 million. We open in 2 minutes. Thanks for joining me from wherever you are in the world. It's so great to have you here. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate your participation in my program today. 557 thumbs ups. They keep trickling in one after the other. Thanks, kids. Get ready to rock and roll. Let's have some fun. You want to rock? We're going to rock today. This is going to be something. We could have ourselves one heck of a barn burner. With a little over a minute to go before we start trading, we are building here pretty nice momentum. Thank you. And appreciate you all coming through. This is some fun stuff. All righty. Never a dull moment on this market. We had a 500-point gain on the Dow Friday. We'll see how the market wants to open now. And there we go. Jay Gill, good morning all from a cloudy PCB, Florida. Thank you for joining me. There we go. Getting ready to pop this market open. Larry Titus is about to hit the bells. Thank you, Larry, as we get ready to rumble. 40.43, roughly 40.50 right now, and we're just about to start the markets. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. A minute to go. Isn't this great? I love it. This is fun. 40.50, 40.60 right now is the pre-market. 32.9 million, roughly 33 million traded on the pre-market session. Good morning. Cheers. Are you having fun yet? I'm having fun. This is kind of cool. This could be a fun day today. I hope you guys get rich today. You deserve it. Thank you all. I'm number 568, by the way. Thank you, Wing Commander, for the thumbs ups, baby. We love it. We're ready to roll here at any moment. Stuart, let's get going. Joe, let's go. Joker voice, and here we go. That's right. We're popping it open here. 39.87. Early indications right now on GameStop. $40 now. Here we go. $40 a share as we run along here. Brian, I don't know what number I am. 423 maybe. Thank you, my friend. $39.98, $40 a share on GameStop. I had $16. AMC at $5.35. Apple is up to $193.19, up about $1. Tesla is off about 39 cents at the moment. We've got NVIDIA $11.33 right now. Google $174.50. We're up 45 cents over there. Welcome to the party, folks. Nice to see you here as we start gathering up the trades. and get this thing going. I see the Dow up about 34 points at the moment. We were negative all morning. Thank you, Larry. A little late, but it's all good, buddy. Thank you for those bells. Options not moving yet. We might need a minute or two to let the options markets show your quotes. Brian, sorry, Uncle Bruce, I missed it. Can GameStop offer more shares? Let's say another 45 million at 40. Oh yeah. Oh, they could do 100 million. They could do anything they want. Who knows? Christina, we're halted. We're halted right now on GameStop. 38 last trade at the moment. And we're sitting on I don't know how many shares so far. Are we taking bets on the halts today? Wing Commander, we're halted. Mick Esco, we're halted. Parker just saw the option chain update. Computer Whiz, we're halted. Wing Commander, I think between 10 and 20 today. Parker, IVA premiums are HAWT. I don't know what that means. Does anyone know what that means? I'm too frazzled to try to figure it out. Imbalance of trading, maybe too much selling coming in. I don't know. Hard to say. I don't care. The stock is going to fluctuate like crazy, and the shares could go tremendously higher than where we are. They could. But, there are folks who are up so much money right now that it's irresistible to not take the advantage of the sale. Again, those who have are flippers, they're just going to flip it. Those who are investors are crossing their arms and just showing, show me more, because I think there's more to see, much more to see. The opening volume, I'm assuming, is 35 million, but I'm not 100% sure on that. If we've already done 35 million shares, 38 low, 40.50 for the high on GameStop so far. Dow's down a 1.6 points. We've got AI down 2 pennies. We've got ME down a penny. We got Sofi up 7 to 698 right now. Volume on Sofi a 1.8 million at the moment. Nvidia up $39 a share at 11.35. A Rocket Lab down 5 cents. Matterport down a half a penny. Smart Rent at 240, up 4.5 cents at the moment. Welcome to the show and welcome to the opening as we get things started here. Let's see here. Let's go. Yeah, Wing Commander, 1 minute, 17 seconds, and we're halted. Parker Ivy, covered calls for 55, going for 5 to 7.55, expiring this Friday, just to give you folks an idea of the kind of premiums we're talking about for calls. Brian, laughing out loud, Parker. Brian, if you have shares not written on, you are in heaven and are very lucky. You're able to take in some serious cash once we reopen. The premiums will be spectacular, and for cash secured puts, you might get some fabulous premiums to take the opportunity to write cash secured puts. Not a lurker. Are we halted? Yes, we are. We are halted at the moment, waiting for the stock to reopen. We traded to start the morning at about 40.30, and then we got down to 38, and we had a trading halt. And now we're waiting to see what the reopening looks like, see what's going on. And Brian, of course, NALA. Thank you all for popping in. 29.55 on AI, ME down to 0.4 of a penny. Sofi up 2 cents now, 6.92 on the Sofi share, 6.93. 2.3 million. Very quiet opening for Sofi this morning. It's all about GameStop. Looks like 35 million traded from what I can see. Brian, you need to Google NYSE halts and you will know when it is halted or not. Not a lurker. Good morning, all. What did I miss? What is going on? Laughing out loud. I'm just kidding, of course. Welcome to the program, kids. The Dow's off 21 points at the moment, waiting for GameStop to be recalled for trading. We're down 5.5 on the Dow. We're up 17 in S&P. We're up 130 on NASDAQ. That is 0.75 of a percentage point. Oil is down 62 cents now to 76.37. We're dropping on the price of oil. Very interesting. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. Great to have you. I'm not sure what the official volume is to open the morning. I do not know. GameStop, I don't know what the official volume is to start the day. We'll wait and see what the market shows us as it kind of clicks in. I don't think it's 35 million. I could be wrong. Not Lurker says like and subscribe to this homeless Canadian guy. There you go. Thank you, Parker. You've missed it, Lurker. Nothing to see here. Nothing going on. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it all as well. Thank you so much. The thumbs up meter is now 583. I love it. Thank you. The party is on. And thank you for sharing the hearts. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for becoming members of this channel. Thank you for grabbing these classes. Thank you, all of you. I think we're back up 35.50 right now. We're trading again right now on the stock. 36.30, 36.80, 35.80. We are jumping in dollars right now. Try to keep track of this. I do not know the official volume for certain. We'll keep an eye on it. We are back up and running. 35.60, 35.50, 35.70, 35.80, 36. We're jumping between $35 and $36 a share right now on the stock. 35.14, 35.08, 35.02, 34.20, 34. I think we're halted again. No, 34.25. We are all over the map. There's nothing for sale. I see stocks, 25 share blocks for sale. That's it. That's all I see. So that it's down here is a bit laughable. Could be a shorter trying to hit any bid they can hit. I don't know. We're up over 10. We're up 46% on the stock. So the shorters have no fear to hit bids all they want to try to upset the apple cart. 33.80, 89, 33.60. 33.55, 33.70 again. We're just all over the place here. High of 40, low of 33.30. We're at 33.40, 33.70 now, $34, 34.50, 34.60, 34.90, 35.20. We just went up $2. Here we go, all over the place. The buyers haven't got time to put in buy orders. The sellers are doing whatever they're doing. And the market is going crazy. 35 a share now. Again, 34.50, 34.60 to the 35 level. Third low of 33.30 something. All right, Mandu, I see 35.57. Brian, they're trying to drop it. AMC is halted apparently. 4.95 is halted at the moment. At GameStop, 34.20, $34, 34.30. 34.50. Nothing for sale anywhere. Nothing. There's nothing for sale. We're probably going to go higher. Brian, they won't halt it going down. Of course, market is so rigged. Brian, are we gonna hear your auctioneering today for level 2? 33, 10, 20. The low of 33.01, 33.03. It says 42 million volume. Maybe that's officially the volume. 33.01. We're at the low of the day here. 6,600 wanted at 33. There's a buyer there. There's a seller at 33.01. No, I think we got shorters going at each other right now. I really do. I think we have hedge funds battling each other right now in this market. And it's a question of, will the buyers come in to support the hedge fund buyers to take these guys on? Of course, if you're a shorter, you're desperate to stop this market. You don't want it to go up. You're losing billions of dollars every dollar. If there's 1.5 billion shorted, it's worth your while to spend a couple $100 million and drop this market. 33.70, 33. The low of the low was 33.01. We're at 33.70, 34 now. We're at $34, 34.10.20. We're rising yet again. Thank you, Parker Ivy, for being a member for 4 months. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you. Brian, June 21, $20 calls are going for $14.50. Gill bottom for $4 to $5 at the moment. He is doing well. We're at $33.50, the low of $33.01. We're now $33.90. We're going to 34. Here we go. 34.10, 20, 30, 34. Getting buy orders in at 34 plus. 35 is around the corner. We're about to hit 35 a share. Yep, there it is. It's just about to come through 35 the way it's coming out. Just insanity. Very difficult to tell you the exact price at any one moment. 34.60, 34.80, 45 million volume. I can tell you that. We are trading like crazy. Thank you all for being part of the show today. The Dow down just 25 points, nothing burger. We're up everywhere else. SoFi 694 up 4. Nvidia $41. $34 on GameStop. The low 33.01. We're trading at 34 right now on GameStop shares. 34.30. Excuse me. Climbing again. 34.50 now. Climbing again. Buck and a half off the low of the day at 34.50. I just saw 34.60 go through. 70 is going through now. 34.70s are being taken out. There's buying coming in here, taken out stock. 34.60 70s at the moment with a low of 33.01, the high of 40.50, and we'll hit a new high the way this is going. This kind of volume will hit new highs. It'll go higher. 46 million volume, we'll definitely hit higher highs than this. Excuse me. Too much fun and not a dull moment anywhere. This is cool beans stuff. I love it. This is great. I like this game. Congratulations, cash secured put writers. You can put in your stink bids to buy them back or wait. Get ready to write another batch. We'll figure it out. Let's see what's going on. Did SoFi get bought up by Ryan Cohen yet? I'm waiting for that one. I would love to hear that. Would love to see Ryan Cohen buy 10% of SoFi. Would love to see him buy 10% of AI. I would love that. That would really rock GameStop shares. Not only the shares of the two companies, but GameStop shares would go nuts. We're at new lows at 32.35 right now. Excuse me, 32.35 at the moment. As I think shorters are trying to stop the run. They're trying to kill it. And I don't think they're going to be able to do it. We've traded 47 million here, and the buying keeps coming. It's just the buyers just have to physically put the buy orders in to get it. I don't know if the shorters are going to be able to stop it. It might go higher, but we're going to see a dip here. We are. It is what it is, but this is going to be crazy. Fun stuff, everybody. Welcome to the party. Thank you again, Parker Ivy, for becoming and being a member as long as you have, and others of you who've been here for like 3+ years. 32.50.60, a low of 32.35. Another little run coming on here on the buy side. Some more buyers nibbling up on the stock. There's about 10 or 15 buyers have shown up all of a sudden with buy orders. We're getting buy orders now into the 33 level. We're the low of 32.35. We're at 32.10.20 now. 33.10 and 20 is going through, and it's being taken out. 33.30 just got taken out. That's gone. It looks like 33.40s are next. Yep, 33.40s are gone. They're moving up that market already $1.10 from its most recent low. There you have it. That's the story. Watching this activity, tons of it. No shortage of action. Buyers nibbling in 33.30, 33.35, 33.40 range. 33.25 range. Nothing for sale in the all the way up to 33.80. There's nothing here. A couple hundred shares here and there. That's all. This is going to go. Unless the shorters have endless pockets to keep shorting. I don't know where they're borrowing the stock from. I don't know with a T1 settlement how that works. But buyers are buying up the stock. They're coming in. $33 is where we're at. 33.90. 33, 32.90, 32.85, 32.94 to $33. 49 million volume now. 49. Okay. Never a dull moment. SoFi 692 up 2. Nvidia up 42. Go, baby, go. Amazing volume. Just amazing. 32.06, 010, 32.15. The low, 32.03. And we're just in that neighborhood again. This is the low of the session, 32.03. We're at 32.50 now, 32.40. Watching a lot of activity. 50+ million, 50,100,000 plus have now gone through the system here as we speak. 32.40 a share with a low of 32.03, 32.20, 32.15, 32.10. 7, 32 even. That's the low trade of the day, $32. 2,200 buy order there, trying to get stock. We have buyers up to 32.25 showing now, just ahead of that 32 buyer. That 32 bid is now 3,700. It's been hit 31.70 as we get an additional wave of selling. 31.71, and we are halted. Are we? No. 73, 76, 77. Still trading 31.50 now, 31.52 the low of the day, 31.35 low of the day. 31. The stock keeps coming in for sale. And we're now 31.35 for the low of the session. All right. 31.35 low of the session, 31.50 at the moment, 31.60. Buyer just showed up at 31.40 something. I don't know what's going on. We are seeing just tons of activity here. 51 million, almost 52 million. Million a minute is going through easily. We've traded 16 minutes and we're at 50 plus million. We're doing 3 million a minute at this pace with the opening and a halt of 4 minutes, 5 minutes. We even had a halt here, so only in 10 minutes. 31.90, the low of the day, 31.30. We're back to $32. Yep, we're back to 32-ish here. Now 31.70 again, 31.90, 31.70, 31.60, 31.80. You tell me where this thing's going. Unbelievable. Low of the day, 31.30. We're down to the low of the day, 31.07. We're trying to break 31 again. They're trying to break 31. 31.40, the low of 31.07. As we get crazy waves of buying and selling coming through here on a total now of 52.7 million shares traded. 30.80 with the low of 30.70. We're at the low of the day right now. This is the range. The low end of the market, and there's very little for sale at the moment offered. This is virtually no offers. It's just market sell orders coming in. These are totally hedge funds selling at market. They're just trying to drive the stock down without any care. If these folks were truly trying to maximize profits, they wouldn't be hitting bids. They'd be offering at higher levels, letting the stock come to them, but they're not. They're hitting bids. They're purposely slamming the market to drop it. We've got it to 30.72 for the low. We're at 30.73 right now, 30.94 right now. All right, 30.72 the low, and we're hitting it again, and now we're 31.10. So we just jumped 50 cents. So go figure. We're all over the map, as I've been saying to you all morning here. Everywhere. Of the low of 30.72, there are buyers all in front of that. There must be 50 buyers ahead of that low price already. Buying keeps coming. 31.80, 31.75, low of the day, 30.70. We've jumped $1 over the low. So the market sellers have been taken out. They're going to have to come in with another load. I don't know if they have any more money. 31.90, $32. We're now 32.20 a share. $1.50 off the low already, just in a minute. So welcome to the party. 54.7 million volume watching this live trading. We are rebounding here with buy orders coming in all over the place. There's very little for sale. I see 5,000 at 32.60. We're at 32.30, 32.35 now, and at 60 there's 5,000. We'll see if it gets there, and we'll take them out or not. 32.40, 32.50. That 32.60 only has 3,700 left. They've been taking them out already. That 32.60 is gone. He's gone. He's been taken out. We're through it. We're at 75, 32.75. We've now climbed $2 from the low in 2 minutes on 55.6 million. $33 a share just went through. 33.10, 33.15, 33.19. We're going higher. 33.25 just went through. Yep, we're taking out all the $32, $33 stock now is going out. Back to 32.50. So another sell wave coming in with the buy wave behind it. $33 again. 32.50 to 33 in seconds. 56 million volume on GameStop. At this pace, 400 million today could be trading. That's the entire company. 350 million exists. We could have an entire turnover just today. This is serious stuff. This is not a couple of retail investors hanging out on a chat group somewhere thinking I might buy a couple hundred shares. There's some serious stuff going on here. 1.5 billion plus of stock is traded already. There are hedge funds all over the place, all over the globe on this stuff. They're really jumping into this stock. 32.85. At the moment, the war is on. Billionaires are fighting it out right now on GameStop, as CNBC is ignoring it. Of course they're ignoring it. There you go. What else? Brian, January 2025 25 cash ticket puts are going for 830 to 960. So you can write 25s and receive about $9, which means you're on the hook to buy the stock for $16. What a deal. Brian, 51 million volume. I'm showing now 57 million, Brian. 57 million. 33.40 a share. Low of the day, 30.72. About to reach another 40 cents from now. We're $3 off the lows and climbing here. 33.30, 33.40, going through 33.60. Just got taken out. We're at 33.70 on the offers, taking out all this stock. Yes, indeed. Buying just coming in everywhere. Just tons of buyers. 33.40. Cheers. How you doing? It's kind of fun, isn't it? Chat has died off quick. I guess everyone's busy making money. Christina, I scooped up 52 shares so I could write another call. They have at the money calls for over $6. The skilled habit, you think we'll see 45 again? Without any doubt, could happen. We could see 50 today. We could. I don't know if we will, but 33.50 now, 33.60 now, low of 30.70, high of $40. We're going to hit new highs at this pace. This kind of volume, there's no way it's going to stay here. 58 million volume. There's no way it'll stay down here. And I say down, we're up $10 on the day. Yeah, we could easily go higher. 33.59, 61, 33.70, 33.74, 33.78, 80, 33.80 now. We're going for $34 here in a moment. The way this is going, this will take it all out the way it's running, although we just backed off 30 cents. So go figure. 33.50, 33.30, 33.60, 33.20. Oh, my God. 58.6 million. Going for 60 million volume here in a moment. The way this is coming through right here. Unbelievable. AMC's trading again. $4.95, up 61 cents at the moment. Still holding a gain. Nvidia's up $36. Apple is up 170. Tesla up 180. The S&Ps or SPYs are up 77 cents. Google up 68 cents. 32.50, 32.60. We're under $33 on GameStop. The low was 30.72. 30. We're at 32.60 at the moment on 59.2 million. We're approaching 60 million volume on GameStop in 23 minutes. And we had a 5-minute halt. Peter, both CNBC and Fox Business have already told us that this is illegal this morning. It's illegal. Dennis, GameStop sold June 7th covered call, $45. Strike price, I collected $4.50 for that one. Nicely done, Dennis. Mandu, I've been a member for 35 months. Thank you, Elvis, for your guidance. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. I want you to get nothing but richer. Take it to the man. This is not illegal whatsoever. 32.60 on GameStop right now. 32.50, 40, 50, 60 range. Right now, 59.55 million. Selling is drying out. It is really thin. There is very little out there showing. I'm showing blocks of 25 shares. That's it. I'm showing 25 shares here, 45 here, 50 here, 25, 34 shares. There's a 100 share block, 100 here, 200 there. Nothing. There is nothing for sale. 32.70 right now. We're up $2 from the low of the session. 32.90. 32.80. Here we go. Bobby, those $16 June 21 cash secured bid is stuck at 50. Come on, market makers, drop your bid to 31. You might want to go to 26. You might just go to 26 and just sit there and see if they give it to you. Don't be so generous. Back off and make them feel even more vulnerable up there. 32.80 right here on 60 million. We're about to hit 60 million volume at 32.80 a share on GameStop. 32.88 going through now. 60 million volume. Wow, incredible. Well done, everyone. Take money off the table if they're handing it to you. Why not? White cash secured puts for serious premiums. Why not? Well done, everybody. 32.60, 32.30, 32.40, 32.50. That's what I'm seeing right now. 60.12 million shares traded. Excuse me. And I'm seeing buy orders from 25 to 600 shares per penny. Sell orders 25 to 200 shares per penny. That's the differential. It's like a 5-to-1 ratio buy to sell, but there are market sell orders coming in from hedge funds that are slamming the market down on purpose. 31.80 right now. They're trying to crush the market. The low of 30.70, we're at 31.70 now, $1 above the low. They're trying to crush the market to scare off buyers to get the shorters back, because the shorters are getting annihilated. And if this goes to 40 to 50, they will be even more annihilated. And that's why there's this much activity. 61 million volume. Another million just went through. 31.35, the low of 30.70. So we really are seeing a ton of activity here and a lot of speculation. We're within 30 cents of the low of the day again. We have come down to 31.20, 31.10 range. We were within 30 cents of the low. 31.60, we're still now battling back $1 higher than the low of the day at 61.2 million. It is a battle royale going on right now. Absolutely incredible. Bobby, I'll take that advice and add 5 more. Bought back a set at $21. There you go, 21 cents. Buy it down there. I'll take that advice. Yeah, why not? 21 cents. Well done, sir. Just offer them nothing. 21 cents. Come and give it. I'll give you 21 cents. Give it to me here. 31.60.70 now. Low of the day, 30.70. So we're about $1 higher. But there's another wave of selling coming in now. 31.50, 31.40. They're trying to drive it down, but there's a buyer here. 11,000 wanted at 31. Sitting here, just showed up. 11,700 wanted, but they're going to hit them. Here they just hit them. The shorter nailed them. We're at 30.80. So there was a big buyer showing up, and the sellers came in and hit that bid. Nailed it. 30.80. Low of the day, 30.72. That's what's going on here, but there's nothing offered for sale. These are market sell orders. These are not people raking in profits. These are people trying to crap the market down. And Fox thinks this is illegal. Unbelievable. Holy crap moly, says Flint Creek. Welcome to the party, pal. 30.90, the low of the day, 30.70 right now. Volume 62.1 million. 4,300 wanted at 30.70. 5,000 wanted at 30.40. We got buy orders coming in here. I don't know. We'll see if they keep hitting them. 30.50. The buy order at 30.40 is gone. We're at 30.53, low of 30.41. I'm trying to keep. It's even hard to tell you in live how low it's going, how crazy it's trading. Look at BRKA. Brian, Berkshire dropped 99.97%. I don't know what that means. Down 77 points on the Dow. 30.31 right now. 30.11 is the low of the session on GameStop. 30.11 is the low. We're at 30.25, 30.30 right now. 1,200 wanted. There's buy orders all over the map on the buy side. I don't see a large buy order anywhere at the moment. And I don't see a large sell order either. 30.30, 30.40, 30.50, 30.60. Another buy wave is coming on here. 30.65 just went through. Now we're at 30.47, 30.30, 30.25. Another sell order buy wave coming through. I've seen bids as low as 30.08 and sells at 31. So there's a range here of almost $2 just between the posted bid ask range right now. 30.60, 30.70, 30.80, climbing again to 30.85. 30.90, 30.94 just went out. Looks like we're coming out to $31. There's 5,800 at $31 for sale. And it is gone. 31.20 just went through. So buyers just took out the sell orders. 31.20. We're now $1.10 above the low of the day. Go figure. At 31. So 31.30, 104. Yeah. Wild. 30.79. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome all. I'm trying to buy back my June 25, $13 and $15 calls that I got $6 to buy back. I'm trying to score them cheap. Berkshire, holy cow. And BK Airwire. Yeah, something is crazy, obviously. BRKA, it's got to be just some glitches on the system. That's likely what's going on, okay? We'll figure it out. There we go. There we go, Berkshire. Yeah, it's obviously some glitch in the system. Whatever, they'll figure it out. They always do. Back to where we are here. 30.80 right now. 30.80 low of the day. 30.11 on GameStop. 31 now. 31.07. With 64.8 million, we're hitting 65 million now. And Dennis, update. I bought that $45 callback for 4 minutes later after that, the low hit. Flint, it's massive. Brian, there are always speculation that GameStop was connected to BRK through swaps or something. Let's see, volume 3,400. BP, trying to buy back my June 25, 13, and 15 cover calls. Got 6 to buy back. Berkshire, holy cow, order book is empty. Don't know what to make of it. We're at down 108 on the Dow. AI is up $1 now to 30.58. 29.40. We're down to 29.20 on GameStop. 29.22 low of the day right now on GameStop. 66 million volume. 29.21 is the low. We're at 29.48 right here. So the sell waves keep coming in from shorters trying to crap the market out. We're up 2 cents on ME, SoFi 6.92 up a penny, NVIDIA up $41. All right, that's what I show, and I'm sticking to it. And Dennis, update that $45 call for 6.7 and collected 450 was a stink bid, and then I just bought it back for 3. I collected 150 in 10 minutes. Maybe Fox is right. This seems illegal. Brian, the glitch is GameStop. Come on, Uncle Bruce. After all, at this time, all the glitches that happen with GameStop, other companies, when GameStop has pops, pretty obvious. Nazareth, BRKA halted. Wow. See what's going on there. 29.45, 29.50 with a low of 29.10 on 67 million volume now on a GameStop. We're up 98 cents on your AI. The 23andMe shares are at 56 cents with no volume, 289,000. We have SoFi at 6.91 up a penny, NVIDIA up $40, Rocket Lab down a penny, Matterport unchanged, SmartRent unchanged. Adobe up 197, Uber down $1, Apple up $2, Tesla up 230, Enphase up 170. GameStop 29.01, 28.90, 28.82 for the low. 28.82 is the low on GameStop right now. We're now at 29.20 right at the moment. Unity down a dime, Google down 13, Moderna up 7, Cisco down 3, Pfizer up 68, Microsoft down $1.80. IBM down 140, HPQ down $1, Amazon down is up 37 cents, Home Depot down 440, Goldman down 270, Boeing up 539. GameStop 29.20, the low of 28.80. We're now 40 cents above the low of the session on GameStop. JP Morgan down 120, Costco up $525 to $815, Walmart down 31, Disney down $1.30, American Airlines up 35, AMC up 45 cents. 478, 479. DraftKings up 23. Royal Caribbean up 274. That's what I'm showing here. We've got the market now 29.55 with a low of 28.80 on 68.5 million on GameStop. That's what I'm showing on GameStop. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I just put a buy order in for this Berkshire Hathaway. For 185 a share. It won't go through though. Yeah, that's just not a real market. There's a glitch and you're all getting waylaid by it. 29.80, 29.70. We're hitting. We're about almost $1 above the low of the day on GameStop. 28.82 was a low trade today on the session. That's what I'm showing right now so far on GameStop shares. 29.70, 29.60, low of 28.80. Welcome to the party, everybody. Nice to have you here. We have 1,185 folks watching today. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you having me, coming around. 631 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. Keep those thumbs ups coming in. We love you for it. Thank you for joining this channel as members. Thank you for upgrading to gold level status. We'll try to get you richer. If you're a Gold Bagel member or any other member or a follower, we'll just try to help you figure out ways to get rich. We're at 37 on AI, up 80 cents. GameStop now 29.50, 29.60, up from 28.80 for the low. That's what I'm showing on GameStop, 29.58 to 65 right at the moment on GameStop shares, okay? And yes, Brian, it's only been 36 minutes since we opened. We've had one trading halt on GameStop. That took 5 minutes away. So in 31 minutes of actual trading, we've got 69.7 million volume on GameStop. 29.30 now is the price of the stock. 29.30. We're only about 50 cents above the low of the day. We're coming in with more selling here. 28.80. We just hit a new low. 28 something here. 28.82 is the lowest trade I see. We're 29.05, 29.10. We're only 30 cents away from the low of the day on GameStop with a high of 40.50, and I think we're going to hit a higher high today. I actually think we're going to hit a higher high than this. $29, 29.10. We'll see. There's hedge fund trading everywhere. 28.90, 28.89. 28.75 new low, 28.69 new low. We're getting hit with another wave of selling, which are market sell orders, not limit orders, not a wave of sellers. It's one guy. It's a group of sellers connected to one group, slamming the market as hard as they can to try and stop it. The 70 million of buying is saying, no, we're going to take all you got. We'll keep buying it. Give us all you want. $2 billion in stock has traded hands already today. And the buying is saying, well, we'll back off a little and keep buying it off you. We'll screw you even more. The lower you sell this to us, the higher it will run, and you will lose even more money. 28.60, the low of the day, 28.51. That is the low of the session so far today, 28.51. Welcome to the party here. What a war we have going on. Lorraine, Bruce, I am number 627. It's funny how there are no halts going when the stock goes down, huh? Nobody halts the stock way down here, 2060. What a meltdown. Farmerless, Brian, same here, just did it for fun. You never know. Parker, order one share at 185.15. That would be wild. Splair, are you sure, Chris? I'm really disappointed on this run up. Flint, give me all your shares. Let's see what happens. 28.50, 28.40, low of the day, 28.40. We're here right now. 28.35, new low, 34.28, 28.28, new low of the day at the moment on 71.9 million. 28.28 is the low trade of the session. And I can see a $10 pop the other way in 7 minutes. It would take nothing. It would take nothing. The seller either runs out of capital, can't borrow anymore, and now we see forced buy-ins because brokers can't deliver stock. See how this plays. 28.21 is the low of the day. Still up 5 on the day, and I think we're going to go higher, a lot higher. That's just my take on it. Anyway, there you go. Kelly, yeah, I should have sold today at 45 or 80 last time. We'll see what happens. 28.07, 28.05, 28.02, 28.01 is the low of the session right now on 72 million at the moment. There's 10,000 available at 28.15. There's 2,200 at 28.20. We're at 28.06, 28.04. 28.15 is the number. We just went through 28.26, 28.60. We just bought all that stock. We're going to 28.45. All that selling is gone, was taken out. So when there's a big seller, they get taken out. There's a big buyer, they get taken out. And away we go. 28.60 a share right now with a low of 27.89. So we're approaching another 30 cents. We'll have a $1 pop from the low of the day again. 73.4 million There is nothing offered of any significance anywhere. Not seeing any selling here. 28, 80, 84, 90, 28, 90, 94, 29 bucks a share. We're trading at 29 now. 29.05, 29.08, 29.15. Still no selling. 29.11, 15. We're now up $1.20 from the low. 29.17, 29.20 range is where we have selling. Now we're under 29 again, 29.85, 29.90. Wow, what incredible 29, what volume. 27.89 is the low. We're at 28.89, a dollar higher than that. Okay. Brian, when they drop it this fast with no halls, it'll pop back up. I thought we were good. We're folding our arms here. Parker sold cover call for 35 strike expiring this Friday for 320. Bobby, could the big seller be the big buyer? It's possible. They could be selling it at 29 and buying it at 28. They could be playing this game all over the place. I don't know. We'll see. 28.85, low of the day, 27.89. Still a dollar above the low of the session here. $29. We just jumped again. 29.14 jumped again. 29.19 jumped again. Now into the 29.20 range. 29.25 range. They're taking out the offers are being taken out. 29.30 range. 35, 40. 29.40 now being taken out. There's nothing for sale here. Just nothing. 29.50, 29.60. Going higher, 28.80, 27.89 is a low. We're at 29.50, so we're only 30 cents away from a $2 pop from the low. 74.9 million going through here. 29.40, 45, 50 going through right now on the stock of GameStop. 29.50 a share, up 6.40 on the session. $1.70 higher than the low of the session from about 3-4 minutes ago. There you have it. Tons of buyers ahead of $29 a share. Just tons of them popping in now. Buyers are coming in above 29 a share to put in bids, trying to get stock. They're trying to buy it. 29.20, and now we're at 28. They just hit all the buyers that are above 29. Just slammed them all out of there in one sell order. We're at 28.95 again. There is a definite seller attempting to crash the market and coming in with waves of stock on market sell orders. Sooner or later, they run out. Sooner or later, they will run out. This buying pace continues. It goes higher. We're back over 29 again. 29.10. Here we go again. Another run. 27.89 is the low. We're at 29.10. 75.5 million volume. Wow. Just incredible. Isn't this fun? This is fun, everybody. Welcome to the party, all. 29.30, 29.34, 29.40, 42. They're taking that out. 45 is gone. They're taking out offers again. Buying showing up above 29. Dozens of buyers over $29. Will they be wiped out in a single trade? Again, we're at 29, 20, 30, 35. 29.28, 29.45. Yeah, we're seeing. Oh my God, we see just nickels and dimes everywhere. 29.43 volume, 76 million. 29.40. Lots of buyers from 29.37 down all the way down. There's a ton of buying here. 29.60, 29.68 on the sell side. We're moving up. 29.70 again. We're almost $2 higher on the session from the low of the day here. Selling, nothing. There's nothing there. 29.60 at the moment. 29.65 as I'm trying to follow all this activity. The Dow's down 43. 29.70 now. 75, 80, 88, 29.82. They're going for $30 again. Here it goes. 29.90 to 94, 95, going for 30. 29.95 is being taken out. 99 offered. It's going to roll. There's nothing here. Maybe there's 2,900 at 30. 29.77, 82, 83. Buying all over the place, popping in behind here, buying at 29.70, 80, 90, buy orders coming in. 95 trade, 30, 15. Boom! The 30's gone. We're now through 30, 30, 20, 30, 25. And buy order wave, another wave of buying is coming in. There's a sell wave. Is there some at 30, 50, 31 maybe, 30, 20 right now, 20 to 30, 30 on 77 million. So here we go, guys. We're rolling. We got Uncle Bruce. I sold $40 strike for expiring this week for 322 on 14 contracts. Well done. Well done. Good morning. CMG Chipotle was halted at 1% speculation as high margin calls in market. Fascinating stuff. Dow's down 26. GameStop 30, 24, 25, 27. Nothing for sale. Buying at plus 30 plus, 29 plus. Tons of buying coming in. There are buyers trying to get in and they're not getting it. It's running away at 30, 30, 30, 40, 30, 45 now, 30, 48, 30, 50. Buying still coming in to take it out. 77.8 million on this stock. There you go, guys. We've got a ton of stuff. $4.95 on AMC, up 62 cents. Way to go, Zed. Bringing in 14 times $322. Thank you, man. There's an easy $4+ in your pocket. AI at 30.48. GameStop 31.05. Selling, coming in 30.80 now. Coming in with a little bit of a sell. 30.70, 30.60. 30.50, 30.60 on GameStop here. We'll see if this is another wave or not. 30.79, 30.75, 30.65, 30.68, 30.75, 30.85, 30.90, 30.90. Again, trying to get to $31. Very close to 31. Trading at 85 to 92 now. Now 72 to 85. At the moment, 78.7 million in 48 million minutes, of which 43 we've been trading. 30, 40, 30, 50 right now as a sell wave is coming through. 30, 30, 30, 20, 30, 30, 30, 30, 10, 30, 15, 30, 09, 30, 06. They're hitting the $30 bid. They're trying to come in. 30, 12, 16, 20. Little bounce back here. 30 under 30, 29.80. Here we go, 29.80 right now. We are $2 above the low of the day. We've just come down from 31 to 29.90 right now. Selling, market sell orders, hitting every bid they can find. 30.12, we just bounced over 30 again. 30.10, 30.14, 16, 15, 79.4 million. 30.15 now on this thing. That's unbelievable. ME 56 cents up 1.5. Sofi 686 down 4. Nvidia 1132. Oh my goodness, too much fun. 3010 on your GameStop. Welcome to the party, pal. What a day we're having. 79.6 million in 49 minutes. One hell of an opening hour, wouldn't you say? Really something. We are now trading at about 80 million shares. We have traded over 20% of the entire company in 49 minutes. This is not tiny little retail investors trying to play the market. That's not what this is. There are retail investors all over this stock. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There are some serious players in here. I'm wondering if there's a takeover attempt going on. I keep coming back to this. This company is in a position to raise billions of dollars of cash here, and I'm wondering if there's a group trying to take over the company and take it away from Ryan Cohen and co. The company issued $45 million to dilute the stock, but with 70 plus million traded today, if a buyer has picked up 30, 40 million of this volume, they've taken out the dilution factor and they're still acquiring votes. Kind of wonder if there's a group trying to buy control of GameStop. And their idea might be to privatize GameStop, the brick and mortar company, blow it off to some private investors for a couple of $1 billion, sit on now $4.5, $5 billion cash, raise another $3, $4 billion on an offering, pop it to 8 billion, start buying 10% interest in all kinds of AI type companies, and this thing becomes one of the hottest hedge fund trades out there that the public can buy into. It would take the stock to 100 a share. Just a guy sitting in front of a computer asking, what do you think about that? That could happen. 3060, 3070 right now, the low of 2789. Obviously, the other side of the coin is a bunch of shorters got caught with their pants down. There's 70 million short officially in the reported short sale market. And then we're talking 1 to 1.5 billion potential shorted in the derivatives market. That is the rumor. It won't go away. And I'm thinking, if I'm the group that's going long and buying this stuff, I want to catch these guys. I want to catch the 70 million that are short, and I want to catch the 1.5 billion that are short. And I want to run this market up. While doing it, I'm going to buy up all these shares and get votes to take over control of the board of directors, put in my own president of the company, and run it the way I want to run it, and then use this momentum trade with this upsurge to raise billions in cash to really make a difference in the money. That's make a difference in the market. That's what I'm wondering. 29.70, we're getting slammed with another direct market forced sell order. It is huge. This is what's going on. We're back to 30.10. We just went down to 29.70. We are seeing just unbelievable millions coming into this market. 81 million traded now at $30 a share. That alone is 2.4 billion in 52 minutes of trading. This is not your little tiny retail accounts. 30.50, we're climbing again. There's buyers and sellers. And I tell you, the sellers, the shorters, are handing control of the company over to whoever's buying up this stock. That's what I think is going on here. Whoever is shorting this stock is shorting stock to a buyer that is building votes. They're building votes. And they get 45, 50 million today. They got themselves 15% of the company today. They could become the single largest shareholder of this thing. And I think they've already bought up a bunch of stock as it is. It ran from 10 to 18 and 18 to 30 and 30 to 50. And we went up to 80. They bought a whole bunch of stock on the way up. And now they're buying yet again another wave here. And I'm thinking that they're thinking $30 is a joke. This is going to 200-300 a share by the time we're done with it. There's some serious stuff going on here. This is not nickel and dime trading going on. Sorry. Why is Berkshire Hathaway down 90%? I think the stock has got a glitch in the computer system. I think it's a New York glitch. I wouldn't read too much into it. But again, I'm not the guy to be able to give you the clear answer to this. I'm not an exchange official. We're sitting now at 30.60 a share on GameStop. And we could well hit 50 today. We could well hit 50 today, the way this is going. I wouldn't put it past it. I do not know how deep the pockets are of the shorters. They've got billions. The buyer's got billions. But the buyer has one secret weapon, and that is every share they buy, they get a vote. And every vote can upset the apple cart. And that changes this entire company's future completely, potentially. And that makes the stock go much higher. This will bring another level of buying interest into this thing. 81, 82 million, 30, 39 right now. And we're back over 30 yet again, the low of 27.89. That's the low of the day right now. That is what's going on. Amazing what is happening here. Yeah, I have nothing on. I see nothing being talked about on the shares of Berkshire Hathaway. By the way, I see nothing here, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Thank you all for popping in. 30.25 on GameStop. 82 million volume and climbing. 5 minutes short of an hour so far. AI is backed off from the 30 range to 29.44. We got ME up 1.8 cents, Sofi down 3, NVIDIA up $40 a share. The Dow down 36 points at the moment. We have, let's see if I can get this to pop up here. Here we go. 30.40 on the GameStop shares. We've got a 12-point gain on the S&P after the Dow down 38. We've got NASDAQ up 111. Oil getting crushed, down 184 a barrel. This is interesting. $75 a barrel on oil. The folks in Saudi Arabia not happy. The Russians can't be happy. The Iranians can't be happy. They're getting crushed. They're selling, Russians and Iranians and Venezuelans are selling oil at a discount to the market, and the market is dropping. Very interesting. Saudis are getting hit today along with other oil producers. 30.26 on GameStop. 82 million volume. My goodness. What a session, folks. What an unbelievable session. Thank you so much for joining us today from wherever you are. We appreciate it. Thank you for becoming members and becoming followers of this channel. Thank you for subscribing. We've added subscribers today. Thank you for subscribing in. Those of you who are becoming members, I thank you so very much. Those of you hitting the thumbs up button, thank you. 655 of those. You guys are awesome. I thank you very, very much. We appreciate you. We welcome you to this party. We welcome you to this community. We're here to make money. We don't care really if the stock goes up or down or sideways. As option writers around here, the viewers of this channel are just getting richer. It's as simple as that. They just get richer. Whether you're writing cash secured puts, deep in the money, buying deep in the money calls and writing poor man covered calls, whether you're writing covered calls, whether you're doing spreads, put credit spreads, viewers on this channel are getting richer. It's as simple as that. We're at 30.46 right now on GameStop, 30.26 right now on GameStop. As I'm trying to follow the activity of this market, it is just wild. Thank you all again, just so much for your loyal following and participation of this YouTuber. I appreciate it very, very much, and hopefully we are able to guide you and help you figure out what the heck is going on. Let's see here. Can we buy Berkshire at 185? I don't think so. I don't think that's a real market. Something tells me we've got a glitch in the system, and I don't think the stock's available at that price. Thank you all for joining in. We're down 2 pennies on Sofi at 688. There you go. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, here's something from the New York Stock Exchange on Berkshire Hathaway. Class A Berkshire Hathaway stock was halted by the New York Stock Exchange after prices dropped more than 99%. Trading was halted as of about 9:50 a.m. Monday at a price of 185.10, down 99.97% for the day. Berkshire Class B shares had fallen only 0.97% to 410, and we're still trading. In a notification on its website, the New York Stock Exchange said the NYSE Equities is currently investigating a reported technical issue. Additional information will follow as soon as possible. They did not, the Intercontinental Exchange, the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. So they are checking it out. They're going over it. They will cancel any and all trades that were done down here. They will restate the stock. They will clear it up. They will clean it up, and it'll be just fine. And so there's nothing to see here. Sorry, folks. No deal. 30.50 on GameStop, it would appear. Trying to keep an eye on this market as best as I can. Not sure what we've got going on, but we've got all kinds of activity here going on the stock. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining us. 30.26, 30.60 now. Looks like we're in the 30.60 range or something. I'm not sure what to make of it. We're not halted on GameStop, so I can't tell you for sure. 30.49 I see here, 30.29 to 40 on 82 plus million, and that might be inaccurate. we might be having issues on level 2 trading right now. It might be a bit glitchy. 30.56 to 64 is the bid ask. 30.56.61 is the bid ask on GameStop. 30.62 last indicated trade using Market Watch. Trying to follow this as best I can for you, everybody. Thank you all. The Dow is off 46 points. S&P up 13. NASDAQ up 116. 30.26 last indicated trade on my level 2, but the reality is the bid ask is 70, 73, 73, 76, up to 79 on the ask now, trading at 30.89. We're climbing and going through a higher trade level, going up to 31. The low of 27.89. We're pushing 30.89. We're almost $3 higher than the low of the day. 30.90 is going through apparently at the moment. It's the best I can tell you. 31.10, we've got trading in that 31.20 range now. 31.20, buying keeps coming in here. 10 to 20, 31.10, 20, 26, 30.26 last trade. 31.14 now I'm showing on this GameStop stock at the moment. We're at 502 on AMC. It is moving higher. 31.30 now, 31.40 on GameStop, 31.50 on GameStop now indicated. Now I'm showing sell orders coming in. Market sell orders, 31.10, 31.19, 31.20, 31.13, 31.18, 31.07. 31.19, 31.09. We're getting a market sell order coming through now. Buy orders 31.30 to 40, 31.30 to 45, and we're coming the other direction. We've got a battle royale taking place. I do not know the volume. It's indicating 82 million. I don't think that's accurate. GameStop volume might be 85 plus million by now, and I'm showing 31.38. Last up 824. The low 27.80. We're about $3 higher than the low. At least we were. Pardon me. We were that. We're now 31.30 to 31.35. So we're about 250 off the low of the day at the moment. Hard to make sense of this as we see a lot of gyrations going on. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here. Tech Issue says everything, me. B Tizzle, neat. The powers of the Knights of Knee are taking effect. That's it. All to do the technical issue says everything, me. That's what's going on with that Berkshire Hathaway stock. It looks like GameStop is still trading at 31.60, 70, 70, 80 now. 31.70, 80. Looks like that's where we have GameStop. We're approaching the $3 bounce off the low, almost a $4 bounce actually. 31.89 would be $4 off the low for GameStop. Just so you keep that in mind. But we're at 31.50, 45.50 right now. 31.40, 50, 50, 60, 50, 60, 58, 65, 31.50, 31.60 now, 70 range on GameStop shares. All right. Thank you all for popping through and acknowledging the Knights of Knee. Absolutely. You must remember them. 1,116 of you are here. 500 of you wondering, what are the Knights of Knee? You have no idea the power of this market, the forces behind the scenes. 31.50, 31.60 on GameStop right here, right now. Could we break through 32? Yes, we can. Could we go past 40? Yes, we can. Could we hit 50 today? Yes, we could. We could hit 50. Volume, however, is everything. 85, 86 million, as far as I know, has gone through. We're trading at 31.50, 60 now. At the moment, now I see it at 20.30, 15.30, 10.20, 31, 30.80, 30.90, 31 again, 30.70. A sell wave just came in. Market order sell wave again. 30.90, 30.85, 30.60 is the bid. 30.70, 30.80, 30.70. We have a sell order out there of some size, but it's a ways from here. We're at 30.66 right now. 30.40, 30.55. There is a sell order ahead of us somewhere that is holding up the market. I'll wait. 30.85, 30.86. This market is climbing again. 31 again. We're climbing up. And the sell wave, there's nothing. There's a couple of thousand at 31.50. There's nothing here. 31.20. There's no serious selling here. 31.50 is 2,000. We're at 31.40 right now. 31.48. They might take this seller out right away. Yep, gone. The seller at 31.50 is about to be taken out. I think 40 to 55 here. Here we are. Yep, 31.50 virtually gone, virtually taken out. There's 1,100 at 31.70. There's nothing here. Nothing here. You should also do a horse racing commentary. There you go. Thank you very much. 31.30 to 31.45 with no showing of last trades at the moment on the level 2. It's got a glitch right now. Same with all the stocks. They're glitching. Sorry, 31.38. 31.17 as a sell wave coming in now. Seller. I don't know the volume on GameStop. I'm going to guess we're pushing 90 million, but I don't know. 31.17, 31.11 bidder, 31.12 bidder, 31.14 bidder, 31.09 now, getting hit. 31.02, 30.89 got hit. 30.88, 30.80, 30.80 now. We're down to 30.80. Still up about $3 on the session from the low of the day. We're up. We're obviously up more than that. 780 on 30.96. 30.88 is the bid. 30.90 is the bid. There's offers at $31. 31.09, 31.12 again. We just jumped 20, 25 cents here. 31.13 bid. 12s, 11s, 10s, 9s, 7s, 5s, 31 bids all over the place. Tons of them. 31.16, 22 is the bid. Just went through. 31.01 just went through. 31.10 just went through. We're glitching here all over the place. The screen is glitching off and on. Uncle Bruce, I'm thinking of buying 80 shares to make 100 and then sell $40 covered call for June 14 for $6. What do you think about that? So you bring in $600 for that $40 right, which is about $10 higher than the stock, $9 higher than the stock. You're offering your stock at $46. Nothing wrong with that. I would look though with that kind of cash. I'd be doing cash secured puts. You're better off maybe writing those and taking the premium that direction. Offer to buy the stock at 40 on a cash secured put instead. You got to come up with $4,000. I don't know if you can do it, but in any event, something to consider. GameStop 31.02 at the moment is what I'm seeing here. Waiting for this market to let us know what it's really up to. 31.18 last trade, from what I can tell you on GameStop, but I don't know the actual volume. And we're now 30.90 again as we are just jumping all over the place. The Dow's down 117, S&P down 4, NASDAQ down 89. Okay. Waiting on clarification from the New York Stock Exchange regarding the Berkshire Hathaway stock. We got a glitch on the trading thing there. Waiting for that to get cleared up. And we're just waiting to see how this market wants to play itself forward. That's what I got. 31.15 again on GameStop. 31.15 on GameStop. There's a glitch now on this level 2 trading. Don't know what to make of it. Trying to follow these markets as best we can. Welcome all to the party. Welcome all to the show. We're down 111 on the Dow. AI down 60. GameStop 31.01, holding the 31 level. And we got ME at 55.6 cents a share on 600,000. Waiting for that story to break. SoFi 688 down 3. Volume of SoFi today 7.8 million. NVIDIA up 38.90. Rocket Lab down 5 cents. Matterport up 2. Smart Rent down 3. Super Microcomputer down 15.30. We got the spiders are down 4 cents. The Qs are up 263. Uber down 129. Adobe up 17. Apple up 229. Tesla up 179. GameStop 31.16 right now, 31.18. Tesla 179 to the good. Enphase up 245. Netflix down 550. AMD down 180. We've got Unity down 22 cents. Google is down 31, and Moderna is up 688. Cisco up 13. Pfizer up 61. Microsoft down 48. IBM down 194. HPQ down 147. Amazon up 76. Home Depot down 319. Vanik Semiconductors up 197. Goldman down 356. Boeing up 486. Meta up 825 on Meta. Target up down 280. JP Morgan down 117. Costco up 860 today. Walmart down 8. Disney down $1.25. American Airlines down up 28. AMC up 62 at 495. And DraftKings up 24. Royal Caribbean up 21 cents. 3102 on GameStop at the moment, from what I can gather. And we're waiting for the level 2 trading to kick in again. It looks like 3105 to 11 is the bid ask on GameStop. No update on volume or trade pricing on level 2 indicators, but I think we're well above 90 million. We might be pushing 95 to 100 million volume. I can't tell you what it is. I do not know. 30.93, the bid ask now. 30.85, 30.76 to 30.80, the low of 27.89. Market sell orders have been coming in here, hitting the market. 30.80 bid, 30.87. There's 86, 85, 84, 80s, 83s. There's buyers everywhere, but there's selling coming in. 30.90, 30.80 bid, 30.91 bid now. 30.92 bidder, 30.90 bidder now. Back and forth we go at the 30.90, 30.80 level at the moment. Thank you all for joining in. I hope you're having fun. It's quite crazy. Brian, I have a bunch of cash secured puts. Too late already. I bought them. Time to sell. Brian, Unger Bruce, borrow fee is 20%. There are 6,000 shares available to borrow on GameStop. There was 1 million, but they're all used up. Blake, I wonder what this will do to earnings coming up. I don't think it'll do anything. The price of the stock won't do a thing. It's a question of the next quarter. The fact that they got $2 billion in cash now, they're bringing in $2 million a week in interest if they just leave it in a 5% T-bill. So that'll add $26 million to earnings just in the next quarter, not this one, because they financed during the current quarter, not the last quarter, and it's the last quarter we're going to find out about. 3104, 3115 on GameStop, 3115. The bid is coming in now, 3021. 3021 bids. Now we're back to 3104 bids. So we jumped to 3120. Now we're back to 3104. We've got a ton of activity here. Thank you all. Thank you, says Blake. You bet. You got it, buddy. Keep an eye on that. Thank you all for joining in today. Being part of this channel today is much appreciated. We have 688 thumbs ups as of last report. 688 on that. Thank you all. Appreciate you being with us today. And as I say, we're just trying to keep up with this market in plain English as best as humanly possible. We've got technical issues impacting some stock prices incorrectly, showing Berkshire Hathaway down 99% at the moment. We've got 31.10 last trade on GameStop indicated right now. Bid asks 31.10 to 17, 11.17 right now on GameStop. 31.10 now, 30.97 bid, 30.99 bid, back to 97 bid, 31.03 bid. We are jumping around pretty aggressively as practically all morning today at this point in time. Thank you all for popping through and hanging out with us. We love you guys. We're trying to figure out this market for you. What is the implications? What are the ramifications? What does this all mean for GameStop shares and for the company for the company GameStop. What is going to happen here, and how is this going to affect the company going forward? 30.58 right now, 30.62 at the moment. And let's see what else is going on here. Not much. This Berkshire Hathaway story is being picked up here by some media, waiting for the New York Stock Exchange to figure the glitches out. 30.70 now on GameStop shares. 30.67 bid, 72 bid, 76 bid, 75 bid, 73 bid. Just under $31, 73 to 84, 30, 73, 84, 82 to 89, 73 to 89 now offered at 96. Very little offered. Bidders scattering all over the place, and we're trading in that 81 neighborhood, 87 neighborhood now, 30.87. So we're about $3 higher than the low of the session at the moment. Roaring Kitty latest post proving costly for short sellers. That's a headline. Yeah, we got all kinds of activity and all kinds of speculation going on with Roaring Kitty. The Dow's down 124. The S&P is up 2.9. NASDAQ is up 81. Oil down 250 a barrel. 74.44. Oil getting hit today with a 3.3% loss to 74.40 a barrel, down 259. Oil going down. GameStop 30.86 at the moment, and we got another glitch on our system right now. 30.86 on the GameStop quote at the moment, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Nice to have you here with us as we try to figure out what is happening in the market. My, oh my. 30.78 last trade, according to CNBC. And we'll take a look at headlines over there. Their headline, GameStop shares jumped 30% after Roaring Kitty trader post account showing $116 million position. Paramount and Skydance agreed to terms of a merger deal. And what else is going on here? Let's go. Whoo-wee! Oh gosh, man, oh man! Thank you all for being here. I'm trying to keep up on this crazy market today. Nothing new on any other headlines at CNBC really. 30.79 on the shares at the moment of GameStop. 30.79. Live stream offline at the moment, says live streamer. So we don't have a live stream showing at the moment at this point in time. Alrighty, let's see if I can make this work here. Go over here. AI at 28.85, down 72 cents, with the Dow down 193, S&P down 3, and NASDAQ down 67. I do not know if the actual quotes of the Dow are accurate with this glitch going on, so I'm not sure what to make of that. We've got GameStop at 30.86 right now. As best as I can tell you, it's at 30.82, 30.86. That's the best I can give you on that. Okay. Blake, I'm tuning in late. What cash puts are folks looking at right now? Brian, Uncle Bruce, any big bids or asks that you see? Nothing I can tell you right now. Roaring Kitty viewers is at 8 million views on that Roaring Kitty post. TJ, the SPX was frozen for 2 hours on Friday, so this Berkshire thing seems normal. There you go. 187 is the down dip at the moment that I officially can see. I don't know if it's real, but that's what I'm seeing. AI down 71. GameStop 30.80 right at the moment. 30.80 a share on GameStop. All right. 30.32 now showing on my big S iPad. 30.80 and 30.40. I got three quotes right now. CNBC, Yahoo Finance, and MarketWatch. So we're dealing with a 40-cent spread here. I'm not sure which is real, but 30.40, 30.60 now on CNBC and 30.52 on MarketWatch. That's what I've got going on. 686 on Sofi, down 4 cents. NVIDIA holding a $32 gain right now. It's a computer tech issue, definitely. Thanks. That's via Google Finance. There you go. We have those issues going on. Wow, what a morning. Holy moly, what a morning going on here, kids. We've been on here for a few hours, and it is really something. Unbelievable. Let's see if I can do something here. Let's see. I'm just messaging the anti-Jen. And I'm actually putting in a request. Here we go. I've asked for some cola and I need a bagel. Just sent her a text message. She's in the other part of the apartment here. She can't hear me because I've got my door closed. We'll see how that works out. Thank you all. 30.43 on GameStop. Let's do that right there. Sure thing. Okay, bagel on the way, cola on the way. Fantastic. Let's see here. Thank you all for joining me and hanging out with me today. 30.47. Thank you for these thumbs ups now, approaching 700 thumbs ups today. Exactly 700. Thank you, everybody. Fantastic. I appreciate you for that. I love it. Welcome all to the show. Thank you for subscribing today to the channel. We've just broken 82,300 subscribers this morning. Thank you for that. We're climbing again. Great to have you here. I'm trying to figure out, what the big deal is, what the ramifications are, how this is all going to work out for the shareholders of GameStop, the company of GameStop, and everything else. Thank you for these emojis that you're popping up here, the hearts and the party emojis and everything. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for your thumbs ups and grabbing classes. Well done, everybody. Making sure to learn how to write stock options. Oh, this has been a good morning for you guys today. You guys are getting even richer. Ted, congratulations on picking up number one. He picked up class number one this morning. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Thank you all. There we go. We're trying to stay on top of this market with all this activity. 30.49 on GameStop now. And it's a glitch deal here. I think that's going on. And thank you everybody for popping through and hanging out with us. Great to have you here today. Lots to try to follow here, all at the same time. Just unbelievable. Thank you, everything. Me, appreciate the comments. Thank you all so much. All right, 30.48. The market, the Dow is down 170. S&P down 9. Nasdaq up 32. And we're down 216 on oil right now at 74.80. Oil getting hit pretty hard today. All right, 30.48 on GameStop. No, 30.38, and I see 29.71. I don't know who to believe. I wish I could tell you who to believe on GameStop, but I can't do it. We're seeing lots of activity. 29.75 looks to be accurate. CNBC is also commenting or showing a quote at 29.75 on GameStop shares. That's what we seem to be trading at the moment. Brian says, Uncle Bruce, this is fun. I love that. This is kind of fun here. Yeah, it's kind of entertaining, isn't it? Easy money. The option gamblers are handing it over, and you've got to take it from them. All of you folks, you have got to take the money off of these people. They're giving it away. Why not? Unreal, I say. Thank you all for joining me. Bagel time just around the corner. Auntie Jen's going to help me out, give me a little more energy so I can stay on a little longer. 29.68 on GameStop now. And I'm guessing we're at 100 million volume at least. I would think by now we're at 100 million or more. Glitches have interfered with us, so we're not sure what the volume is now. 29.75, 29.69, 70.77, somewhere in that neighborhood. SoFi 686 down 4. Nvidia holding a $27 gain. GameStop 29.91. According to MarketWatch, 30 according to MarketWatch. We've broken 30 again on the MarketWatch quotes. 30.68. We just jumped nicely, according to CNBC. 30.68. I've just hit that level. 30.41, 30.26. Yeah, we are definitely moving up again on GameStop shares. All right. Giddy up, kids. Keep it going. See the dip, write a cash secured put. See a run, buy your cash secured put back. See a dip, write a cash secured put. Write a call option. Goes down, buy the call option back. Goes up, write a call option. You can do that too if it wants to give you that kind of volatility. Some of you might be able to take advantage of those kinds of trades. Well done, everybody. Way to go for those of you making money on spreads. Well done over there, taking on new positions and fat spreads. They're just handing over money. It's unbelievable. Very, very interesting. Here is that post that was made earlier today by Roaring Kitty. There you are. That was the 5 million share position of stock. Maybe this is a little clearer. I don't know if it's any clearer or not. That puts me way down here, though. But 5 million shares of stock and 120,000 call options. Those are up substantially now in value. So that's what got the market all excited when they found out a Roaring Kitty moved in and picked up stuff. Wow. This is coming together. 30.13 on the shares, 30.30 on GameStop right now. So, a $10 move on the stock, that's a $50 million gain in value. And on the 120,000 contracts, a $5 up move in those contracts is a $60 million gain for Roaring Kitty. So put the two together, he's $110 million richer this morning than on Friday. Wow. Yeah, no kidding. And I think we can go higher than this because this, I think, is the beginning of another short squeeze scenario here that is playing itself out in front of our eyes all morning. And I think it's going to continue. I don't think we're done. I do not believe the shorters are off the hook at all. H. Greger, should I sell cover calls now for way out of the money or wait for another pop later today or this week? If I had the answer, if I could tell you what's going to happen in 30 minutes, I'd tell you. But I have a hunch, but that's all. That's all I got. I just have a hunch. So you have to decide for yourself how you play it. It stands to reason any price under 20 is a good cash secured put on GameStop. Yeah. Well, if you can write a 30 and get a big fat juicy premium for it, great. If you can write a 32 or a 28 and get a fat premium going out of ways, I would take that too. This is easy money. I wouldn't give this up. 30.03 on the stock right now. Like I say, we're up 689 on the session. We've been up to 40.50 here on the market. We're up to 43 in the pre-market, and early this morning, 47 a share. So anything is possible, much more than this, but I can't tell you. There is no way for me to give you a guarantee of anything. But if you write contracts and they're out of the money and you take a premium, I guarantee you're doing the right thing. I think you're doing the right thing. That's from my vantage point here. Can't hurt but taking money from gamblers. So put the risk on them, not on you. Beautifully done, everybody. Welcome to the party, everybody. That's the way to go, I think. We're down 178 on the Dow. We're down 9 on S&P. We're up 32 on NASDAQ right now. Oil down $2 a barrel. Amazing. The Dow Chemical and Travelers shares are leading the Dow's 200-point decline today. That's what we have going here. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh gosh, don't mind me. I'm hanging in there. Boy, we got just a crazy day here. Stephen Butler tuned in late. H. Gregory, fair, laughing out loud. Yeah, well, do what I can. 30.13. Man, if you can write $40 calls and bring in $4, $5, $6 on those, go out a little while, take it. Take that money. What's wrong with that? You can always do rollovers. If any of you guys need $20,000, $30,000 for credit card bills, you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 8,000 shares of GameStop, you can write 40, 50 calls. You could probably get your hands on $8 to $10 on some of these calls and can haul in $40,000 to $50,000, $60,000. Pay off a car loan, pay off a credit card, and say thank you, sir. May I have another? In my small account, GameStop, 40 calls sold, 2 contracts sold for $11. Nice going. 01 17 25 $40 call for 11. Nicely done. That's a nice return. Yeah, 29.84, 29.89. We're going to jump $1 here and there like crazy, maybe more. Don't be surprised about that. But I got to imagine that we're pushing over 100, 110 million by now. That's wild. Peter, New York Stock Exchange is having technical issues. What's the chance GameStop has something to do with it? I don't know. Glitches can be for whatever reason. They can get in there. I have no idea. We're down 205 on the Dow. We're down 12 on S&P. We're up 24 on NASDAQ right now. That much I do know at the moment. AI is at 29.13. Cash secured put time, perhaps. Down 44 cents. GameStop 29.78 to 30. We're just over 30 again. 30.02, 30.04, 30.08 on GameStop. We just jumped yet again. SoFi 6.86, 6.87. NVIDIA $1,125, up $29 a share. Uncle Bruce, BP says shorter shave, driven it down from 43 to 29. Are they winning today? You know what? This isn't a one-day deal. This is a forever war. This isn't a one-day war. Now, shares want to go to 100 a share in the next week or so. Well, yeah, you could say the shorters are getting their butts handed to them, but they're just going to short up there. I mean, shorters never go away. They just reposition themselves, taking their licks during it, sometimes trying to get back, $3 here, $2 here. But for the uninitiated, there are some not doing too well. Oh, my goodness, here we go. Fantastic.
There you go.
Jen, how are you today?
Good.
Look at this mug she just gave me. Thank you. Ooh, a grape jelly bagel, baby.
Can you get that instead of a napkin?
Oh, it's all good. Thank you. No, so much. Thank you.
So you guys having fun today?
Oh, my God. We've done at least 100 plus million shares of GameStop today.
Yeah.
The system is on the glitch, though. New York is glitching. Berkshire Hathaway stock is a $37,000 stock.
Okay.
It was trading at $185. So there's a glitch.
Yeah.
So they've halted it. They're investigating it. Now we have.
Can I make a market order on that right now?
Yeah. And now we have GameStop sitting at 30.09, and we're showing 82 million shares, but we know it's over 100 because it's been almost an hour, and It's got to be 110 million now, but we don't know for sure.
So it's having issues.
Oh yeah, Farmalist Uncle Bruce, I don't follow GameStop much. Just wondering how chaotic would it be if they offered daily options, and who makes that decision? The options exchange or GameStop itself? It's done by the options, but daily options right now are on index options, not on stock. Not on stock. Oh yeah.
With that grape jelly that we brought home from the United States, because it's hard to find Welch's.
Can't find Welch's up here. Good morning, Jen, from Larry Titus.
Morning, Larry.
Richard Carlin says hi.
And hi, Richie. Yes. What a beautiful day we have today. It's your classic spring day.
Yeah.
It's a little bit overcast. So when you walk to work, you just need a sweater. But when you come home from work, you need an Uber because it's going to be thunder and lightning.
Oh.
But this makes the crops grow. Sun in the morning, rain in the afternoon.
Keeps forest fires in check, too.
Keeps forest fires down.
Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, you had me laughing.
What's
talking about taking their licks. I got plenty of that when I was little. Is that British? I don't know. Mandu, good morning, Auntie Jen. Brian.
Morning, Mandu.
Auntie Jen, yay.
Brian.
BP, thanks. Still not got to a price to buy back my 13 to 15 June 25 covered calls. Well, you got your bid in there.
Yeah.
Wait it out. It'll come to you. Maybe it'll come to you. 30.02 on the stock right now.
Yeah, put in a stink. You never know because you get these sudden drops. Someone comes in with a market offer sell. And it takes a little cat bounce.
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
We
didn't know how this works.
Stuart says, Auntie Jen, looking after the man. Good morning, Auntie
That's
Jen.
right. Did you tell him you texted? It's not like I just knew.
No, I told him I was doing it. I told him I was texting you. I ran out of coffee. I ran out of cola. So I got some more
Oh,
cola.
jeez.
I couldn't eat anything this
Guess
morning.
what I was doing?
Uh-oh.
Squeezing lemons.
Wow.
I had to search for that lemon squeezer.
Yeah.
You know, it's when the brain is saying, no, I know you put it somewhere.
We have this thing. We brought this lemon squeezer home from Palm Springs, Palm Desert. Where is it?
I found it.
We found it. We're all good. It's all okay.
Now
this is perfectly toasted. Look at that. Oh, I love this.
Yeah. Get those sesame seeds roasted. They are so sticky. When you reach into the bag to get out a bagel with the sesame seed, they're raw, and they just stick to your hand like nobody's business.
Yeah, I know. That's unreal. Beach Boy.
Morning,
Hi there, Jen.
Boy.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Alberta, wink, wink. You missed your chance to take over Berkshire. Might as well get a lemon pie with the same money.
That's right. Good morning, Alberto. I suppose good afternoon for him, too. What time is it? No, it's still morning out east.
Zeta said, Zeta State. AJ.
Zed. So, Zed, were you happy with the outcome last night? Edmonton's going crazy. All those signs saying, Mr. So-and-so, I'm not going to be in class tomorrow. Always amazes me when people are taking their kids to see the hockey games. On one hand, I think it's delightful. It's a generational thing you get to share. On the other hand, I think that person has no friends because that is an expensive ticket.
Well, how often?
It's a two-sided coin.
How often can a parent
Exactly
take a child to a series clinching game to take you to the finals?
The joy of sports is that you have these generational memories, and you sit together on the couch watching the game.
That's
or
right.
going to
That's
it
right.
where you wouldn't normally talk to
JR says hello. Zed is laughing.
Morning,
Flint
JR.
Creek. Hey, Auntie Jen from Flint Creek Soap Company. Hello there. Stink Bits. Yeah, to buy back. I'm just waiting. Says BP. I got him in there and I'm waiting.
That's right.
Zed Estate. Go Edmonton. Go. How long has it been since the Canadian team won the Stanley Cup? Since 1993. The last team to do it? Montreal Canadiens.
Oh, see?
Yep.
My mouth knew before my brain. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What team did Montreal defeat?
Oh, please. No one remembers second place?
Kings.
Oh.
Gretzky.
Except
and the Kings.
We remember when Tampa Bay Lightning won. Or did they? Did they really?
Did they really?
Did they?
We think the Flames won that game already.
Did they really? Yeah. If it was today, the goal would count. Should have counted then. Yeah. But we're moving past it. We're turning the page.
Oh, we turned the page a long time ago.
We're learning to cope with our anger and grief.
Oh, we're fine.
We're fine.
We're over it. No issue whatsoever.
I know.
That was just a few years.
Bad.
It was just a few years ago. We've let it go.
We've let
2004.
It go. But we're fine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that might have been. Oh no, we've had Canadian teams go to the finals since 2004. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We just don't win. Yeah.
To the finals would be the Canucks. They lost to the Bruins.
Yeah.
Oilers lost to Hurricanes. Ottawa Senators lost to the Ducks.
Well, that sounds like a Disney movie. Ottawa Senators and the Ducks were in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like the finals. Yeah. Okay.
And
was I just not paying attention that year?
Solani, Paul Correa.
Okay.
And then Montreal lost. Who did they lose to? Who did Montreal lose to 2 years ago?
Didn't they?
Yeah. Colorado? Might have been Colorado.
I barely recall the Super Bowl, and I pay nothing but
or St.
attention
Louis,
to it.
Was it? I can't remember. Anyway, Montreal And the next year, Montreal was a basket case because their top guys were just so badly beat up in that.
Well, and that's it. That when you have to play till the middle of June and then training camp starts in August, you don't have a lot of rest. Rest and rehabilitation. But they're given a week. First game doesn't start till next Saturday.
6 days, yeah.
Yeah. Go sleep in those oxygen chambers, get lots of massages and therapy. Have some good games.
Get rid of those aches and pains.
Yeah. These were good games. For the conference, these are good games. These teams know each other. They come in hating each other. Yeah.
TJ says, Zeta State. My wife and fellow Vancouverite, we're very disappointed in you.
I know. You should have seen how many Oilers jerseys were walking down the street yesterday.
Here in Calgary.
Yeah.
Unthinkable.
Yeah.
Unthinkable.
I went for lunch with my nephew who was wearing his Oilers hat and was just proud of the fact I could swallow my food. Because he's a Northern Alberta guy. During Gretzky. How can you? He was 16. They were visiting us the day that Gretzky was traded.
Oh.
And I don't think he would be ashamed for the world to know that he cried. He was so upset. They what? They what? No. Yeah.
And then
part of him died that day.
That year they didn't win the cup, but the next year they did.
The Kings.
Without him.
Oh, Edmonton. Yes.
Without Gretzky.
Well, because they got everything and the kitchen sink for Gretzky. Yeah. I have enjoyed him being commentator on the American feed. He's really loosened up. He's much more comfortable in front of the camera.
Yeah, he's in his 50s now, so, a little more comfortable.
I think he's only in his 50s.
TJ is saying this Boston pizza propaganda is just garbage, isn't it? Garbage.
It's so bad.
You Americans don't know. You're Americans, so you're not aware. There's a chain in Canada called Boston Pizza. Has nothing to do with Boston. It never had.
Greek guy.
Never will. It was created by a Greek guy in Edmonton in the 60s. He called his restaurant Boston Pizza. Then he ended up franchising it, and then it grew, and it grew. He eventually sold it after he had 20 locations.
He sold it to Mr. Wonderful.
No, I don't know about that, but it's now a huge Canadian outfit. Boston Pizza has this advertising campaign on television during the hockey games, and the shtick is they show people in the restaurant or at the bars that are in the restaurant wearing different colored jerseys, but no logos because they're not allowed to use NHL
Well, they'd
logos.
have to pay.
Yeah, they're not licensed to do it. So one guy's got a blue jersey which signifies
Blue and
Toronto.
white.
Another guy's got an orange one that signifies Montreal. Another one.
Well, the orange and blue is Edmonton. And,
orange, all the different colors. And as the playoffs march on, we form a common spirit together. You're trying to Canadianize this whole thing. It's not working. People are upset and not liking this commercial at all.
The two guys clink their glasses together, and then the one guy wipes the edge where the other guy's glasses.
Two guys clink their beer glasses together, and the one guy, pulls his glass back and he kind of wipes his finger where the glass touched the other guy's glass. So it's kind of a cute ad,
and it's very effective marketing.
People
because
don't like
we
it.
are talking.
Yeah,
about
but they don't like it.
Well, and the first time I spoke about it here, I wasn't sure if it was maybe a bank or Tim Hortons. So that's not a marketing success if you do not remember who
turned out to be Boston Pizza.
Yeah, Boston Pizza.
Man, Auntie Jen is bitter. She can hang her hat on the Steelers,
That's
though.
Right.
Oh, wait.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
I've been there since 76. I have seen it all.
She's lived through the highs and the lows.
Oh, and the lows are so low and the highs are so high.
28.80 on GameStop.
This season. Stairway to 7. There you go.
Stairway to 7. This is the year.
That's right.
Who's your quarterback?
Who wants to know?
I don't know. I don't know your name.
Russell Wilson.
Oh.
You remember they traded for him because, our little guy last year, he was okay throwing to one person.
Well,
yeah.
It's going to be entertaining.
It is. It's going to be fun. Coach going for 18 without a losing season.
Mike Tomlin, never a losing season, 18 seasons.
And
wow.
we need to get a win this decade.
We need a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
For this decade.
Stairway to 7, baby. Here we go.
You heard it here first.
They're already doing their OTAs. August, we get the first games coming in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Got to break out the gear. Open up the shrine.
Auntie Jen is going to have a heart-to-heart discussion with the manager of the Lion's Den. Now, what is the Lion's Den? That is the pub on board the Queen Mary II ocean liner. She'll be having a heart-to-heart chat with that individual to make sure that the television is not on cricket or on soccer. It's on NFL
Which is
football.
Understandable. It's the Cunard line. They're going to be playing UK stuff, but every year they sell out. We have more and more games now in England and Germany.
We'll see what happens in October, August and October.
Yeah.
On the ship.
Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have some breakfast myself.
I'll
Bye,
grab
guys.
this one for me. I'm done with it.
Ooh,
I don't know if you can do it. It's a big one. But thank you.
For my little fetus hands. Okay.
Yeah. See you later, Auntie Jen. Thank you. Okay, kids. The lows are so low, they're almost at China, says Farmless. A Beach Boy, Auntie Jen is calling the Steelers. Watch out, shorters. She's calling for it. Watch out. All right, there you go. 28.16 on GameStop. The low of the day, 27.89. We're approaching the low of the day again here. We'll see if these shorters are going to, take another run at this. We'll find out. 28.11 last indicated trade. I don't know the volume on the session because we've not been able to get accurate quotes. And let me just see if this is working over here. I'll go here, and I'll go here, and I'll go there. And we'll see if there's anything working here. We might be back on. We might not. Yeah, I think we are trading again. We're showing a level 2 trading again. $28 is the bid. 28.17 is the ask. That's what I seem to be showing. I don't show last trade being updated, and I don't show volume being updated. But I do see at 28.34 there's 9,500 available, and the market is inching into the 28.12, 15, 20 range. 28.22 range. That offer of 13,400 might be taken out here. It's now down to 12.8 at 28.34. 28.34. Last step 28.26. We're 6 cents away, 8 cents away from taking out that big sell order. We'll see if that gets blown out of here. We're only a couple hundred shares away. 31 is the offer. This is a 34 offer. The lowest offer right now is a 30. We're showing a 27, a 31. Last trade 28.17 on GameStop. 28.34. There's a seller of now 25,000 shares at 28.34. That is where the latest. There's a seller there at 28.34, and we're trading at 25.27. Let's see if I can blow this up. I can read this a little better. My God, it's hard to see. So tiny. Here we go. 28.03 to 04. That seller of 29,000 now is at 30 something. Still showing for sale. We just went under 28 to 29.85.98. So we just had a seller come in and hit the market. I don't know if it's this seller. It doesn't look like it's this seller. It looks like this seller. This particular seller is still there. Yeah, 34,000 available now. 35,000 available, 38,000 available at 28.34. 40,000 available at 28.34. We're trading at 28.86 to 80. What do we know? 76 to 80. 76 to 86. Waiting to see if this gets taken out. 90 $27.90. We're coming back up. 90 to 99. $28. We're coming back to 20. We're 28 bid. 28.15 on the offer. 28.34. There are 30,000 available now. 28,000 available at 28.34. There's 26,000 available. At number changes as we're trading at 14 and 15, so we haven't even reached 34 yet. This seller went from 40,000 to 24,000. Last trade at 20, 16 to 20. Now it's showing 33 last trade. That's a penny away from this thing. It is gone. 28.34 gone. It's been taken out. We're 28.50. The entire sell block was bought up in one trade, all eliminated. We're now at 28.66. The low, 27.75. So we've had a little pop-up here that took out a bit of a seller, and we're at 28.68.70 now, as we seem to be recovering. There's another seller of 2,900 here at 28.79. We're going at 68. At the moment, 79, that's gone. 80s, 90s, we just went to $30. Are we pushing it? No, 28.80. We're going for $29 now. We're trying to go to 29. 28.85. So there you have it. I don't know what the volume is. I'm guessing it's over 100, but I can't be sure. In any event, that's where we're at right now. I'm showing 98.6 million on one device. Waiting for the glitches to be cleared up, everybody. Thank you all for joining us today. Great to have you around. Fun stuff. Let's see. Yep, Brian says, I got a message on Quest Trade saying issues with certain stocks. 721 thumbs up, says Zed. Thank you, everybody. These thumbs ups. We appreciate them. Keep them coming in. If you can hit that thumbs up button for me, by all means. 722, thank you. For helping out and running that number. That's beautiful. Absolutely fantastic today. It's 30.26. No, it's not 30.26. I keep getting confused by the last trade on my level 2. 28.70. Sorry, 28.72 to 74 is where this market is at right now. Okay. The low trade of the day is 27.75, and we're at 28.70 odd, $1 higher than the low of the day. That is where we're at right now. Okay, everybody? 74, 78, 61, 70 as we jump around and around and around and around. Excuse me. Another fun day. All right, other than that, Rocket Lab, let's take a look at this market now. We got a 6 cent drop on Rocket Lab. Sofi down 3 cents. Matterport is up 1.5 pennies. 23andMe is at 55.45, 55.45 cents, up about a penny. Aspire down 14. ATIP up 4. We got SmartRent down a penny. Apple is up 197. Goldman Sachs down 375. Cisco down 16 cents. Tesla holding an 81 cent gain right now. ARC Innovations up 79 cents. Microsoft down 274. Pfizer is up 63 cents. HBQ down 150. Google is down 15 cents. Amazon down $1.08. Nvidia is up 36.23 to 11.32. Unity down 29 cents. AI down just 13 cents. Adobe down 230. The spiders are down 99. The Qs are up 153. Netflix down 720. IBM down 250. Meta Platforms is up $12 at 478 now. Vanik Semiconductors up 109. We've got GameStop at 28.80 to 28.90. We got Home Depot down 5.50. Enphase up 86. Palantir down 38. Uber down 94 cents. That's where we're at right at the moment, everyone. Thank you for popping through here with us. Hope you're finding it interesting and entertaining today. It always is when a stock does what it's doing with GameStop. Unbelievable volatility. Thanks again for the thumbs ups today and joining the channel as new subscribers. I appreciate you. And thank you for those of you who have become members of this channel today. Fantastic. New additional members have joined up, and it's appreciated. Some are upgrading their membership to gold level. I thank you all for that. Skilled Bad Habit today. Everything Me. Charlie C is here. Thank you, guys. We've got Peter Pirozzi today. Thank you. Last week, Mark Gibson, Gary Cosme, Farmer T, Keith Wilson, Amy Loves Louis, Sharon, Cannon on the Hill. Thank you all last week for becoming members of this channel as well. It is much, much appreciated. Great to have you coming on board with us. Absolutely fabulous. All right, there you go. Okay, 28.70 last trade on GameStop. 28.70. I wonder how many options a deep F value will take on. I don't know. Richard, neat, as what's going on. I have a suspicion that he has a suspicion we're going a lot higher than we've been going. And I have a feeling that even at $30 a share, he won't cash out. He'll probably wait longer because I suspect that he suspects $40 isn't the high in the next week. That is what I'm wondering. It'll be interesting to play that one out. 28.74, 28.79, 28.80. We're about $1 higher than the low of the day, 27.89 or so. We're almost at 28.89. And the volume has been over 100 million at this point, I'm pretty sure, although glitches in the system have really interfered with all of that. We're down 222 on the Dow Jones Industrial, the Dow Jones Index, but we're only down 5 points on S&P, and we're up 65 on NASDAQ. We're climbing again on NASDAQ. Oil has taken a hit, down 271 a barrel. 74.28. We are getting hammered on oil since last week around that 80-81 level. We're down now under 75. So yeah, this thing is this product is drowning. The world's drowning in this stuff. 29.08 on GameStop here. Another little pop here has come through. Another climb. 29.14 to 20 is now the pricing of GameStop shares. So that's $1.30 above the low of the day so far. Well, interesting patterns. We did reach, we got kind of back to that 31.60 range for a while after hitting 27.75. We almost had a $4 recovery, but right now we're at 29.12 range. So we're about $1.40 ahead of the low for now, and definitely seeing about 100 million plus go through at this point. So there's the story. I'm sticking to that. Thank you all for popping through. 735 thumbs ups. Fabulous. Thank you. There you go. Pretty awesome stuff, everybody. Much appreciated today, your support of the channel and the thumbs ups, everyone. Thank you. All righty, there it is. Anyway, that's the story. I'm sticking to it. I may be on again later, depending on the activity. If we get a late surge and craziness, I'll be back on again. Otherwise, I'll be here first thing tomorrow morning, as I usually am, and I look forward to seeing you. In the meantime, thank you for catching the show, checking out the classes, learning how to become an option writer. You've been watching people all morning, just giddy how they're doing here with this market. Some stocks are up, some are down. It doesn't matter. They're making money around here writing options. You can get your share of the action as well. If any of you need a one-on-one session, let me know, and we'll see if we can put something together for you. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your day today. Keep the drive alive, and we'll keep you posted on just how things are going. I'll be watching from the sidelines here how the GameStop is going to handle all its stuff. Anyway, nice going. Brian, thanks. Uncle Bruce, you rock. This is fun. Zeta State, Uncle Bruce, I have GameStop, Jan 1626, 10 call, 57 contracts, 10 deep in the money calls. All contracts are covered, but I have 10 contracts that are loose right now. There you go. Beach Boy, neat, VP, neat, knee emojis coming out to make sure you honor the Knights of Neat. Let them know how much you care and how much you respect their activities. 29.40 to 45. We're trying to get to 29.50 again. Another 30 cents, and we'll have a $2 gain on the stock from the low session of the day. But at the moment, 29, 40, 50 range is what I see the GameStop shares working on at the moment. Fantastic, everybody. Thank you all for your support, following us. Jen loves you. We love you. I will see you later on, either today or first thing tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. This is Bruce from Calgary, Alberta. Been on the air 3 hours, 53 minutes. I'm kind of tired. I'll talk to you later, everybody. Thanks, Juan. Thanks, BP. Thanks, Beach Boy. Thanks, Brian. Thank you, TJ. You guys are the best. You guys rock. We'll see you later, everybody. Bye for now.